All right. Welcome back to the 10 Lions Podcast. I'm your boy, Jelani Lion. This is episode 42. In this episode, we will be discussing Kanye versus Playboy Cardi, Kanye versus Iggy Azalea, Kanye versus Kendrick, Kanye versus everybody else. Was Donald Trump a good choice for America? Should people get married anymore? Tiana Taylor versus Amon Shumpert and more. So make sure you watch all the way into the end so you don't miss a single thing. Also subscribe, comment, like, and share. Introducing the one and only Jesse Canny, aka Team Canny, is back in the building. And Young Quasimodo is back in the building. So welcome back, my guy. How y'all feeling today?
Good.
That's my Cali flavor.
I like it. Y'all ready to chop it up? So before we get to chopping it up, words of wisdom. Let's get into it.
Okay.
Come on, Jesse. I know you've been thinking about it all week.
Words of wisdom. I was
What you got?
earlier in the week, but then I go through the week, and then it always just goes along.
What do you, based off your week that you had? What would you? What's the vibe like from the gut? Shoot from the hip.
I guess truth.
Okay. What about truth?
Like stay in your truth, working your truth, no matter what anybody else has to say. You kind of just got to stay in your truth. You know what I mean? Nobody knows you like you know you.
Shit,
So
I like that.
stay in your truth.
Quasi, what you got? Words of wisdom?
Ha.
Talk to me. How we feeling?
I usually always say believe in yourself, but cause like ain't nothing more powerful than that.
I feel like what we was talking about before the podcast started was like would be dope words of wisdom to the people types like the type of shit that you be on. Like that whole spiel you gave me was like words of wisdom type shit. If you feel like sharing with the people,
As far as what?
the, like positivity and whatnot.
Oh.
Like those were bars in there.
Mm-hmm.
Before you guys.
I mean, it was just basically off the premise of like, cause he asked me, how am I? And I said I can't complain. Life is great. He was like, well, is it really great? And I'm just like, well, I ain't dead or in jail, so like, how could it not be? And then he was like, well, do you really have that perspective, or is it like just a cliche thing to say? And I'm just like, well, no, I really love myself. Like, I like myself. I enjoy myself, and like, I just feel like life is precious, and every moment is precious, and it needs to be cherished.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, things happen in life, but it's just a moment, and moments pass. So
That's a bar.
And you're also at that age where that's prime of your age. Dead or in jail, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Alive, dead or in jail. That you're right at that age where you can name a lot of people that are some of those other things.
that's a fact.
That's a fact. My words of wisdom is discipline is showing up. Piggyback on what you had last week. Even when you don't feel like it. And consistency does not mean 100% every time you show up. You know what I mean? Because I feel like consistency, like you discipline is showing up, even when you don't feel like it.
Mm-hmm.
But consistency is like there's some days, especially if you're as an entrepreneur or a business owner or things of that nature, is like you can give 100% this day, 75% this day, 25%. It's like as far as like a hungry, like a starving artist, things of that nature. Like you're putting like brick by brick type shit like that.
But how's that 75% on 100?
Now you still 100% consistent. I was just gonna say the same thing. That still makes you 100% consistent.
No, yeah, okay, effort.
The
That's
effort,
the effort,
yes,
the effort
yes,
doesn't have to
yes.
be
That
100% every day.
75% is still 100. But for me,
What? Wait, why?
showing up.
But I'm saying as far as effort though.
He's talking about
But
the
now,
effort of it.
now you can't lack on effort, right? Because that's where it gets tricky.
Okay, I'm listening.
Because just showing up, the mere fact of showing up, people like to get a pat on the back just because you showed up.
No one's asking for the power
But the
back.
effort, like, bro, you can't, like, maybe it's because of the field I am as a chef. I can't show up
Yeah, okay.
as a chef
All
and
right.
be like, oh, my effort today is 65%. Like, because the people who's coming in today is eating this food. They need 100% every
Right.
single time. My effort has to be 100%. Same thing with
I'm not.
anything
I'm not
on any
but
high
I'm not
level.
saying
A doctor can't show up.
I'm not
65.
saying about your career. I'm
No,
saying
he's
about
saying,
like
I'm
say,
saying effort.
say with
I'm
your
saying effort.
say with your fitness. Say with your fitness. You're trying to get fit. You're trying to get gains. You're trying to do that. Like even with the podcast or whatever. Like I might not have 100% energy, but I'm showing up. That's
what
considered.
separates the 1% from the 10% and the 20%.
So you feel like there's no
The 1% has
You think Kobe Bryant was on 100% every time
every
he says?
time.
That's a
He
fuck.
said it, Mamba mentality. Like, when did he say he wasn't? That's why he said once he retired, he retired.
But the preparation.
Because when he was doing his journey, he gave it all.
Do you remember when he broke his arm or whatever, like or fractured his arm or some shit, and he was shooting the shit with either his other arm or whatever the
That's
case
when
is?
the
He was
finger.
like he can't give 100%, but he showed up.
He showed up.
That
and
was
gave 100%.
consistent.
That is 100% because most people would have been on the bench.
I think there's a little barrier. But we saying this, it's like a 6 and a 9 joint. You looking
No,
at a 6.
you're
looking at a 9.
saying so. The showing up part.
This is the real quasi.
The showing up part is 100%, right? But his effort due to his injury, that's not his fault. But
Right,
he
I'm not-
still gave 100% effort through his injury.
So what I'm saying, all right. So what if you?
But that's
let's
a perfect
say,
example. He can't give his real 100%.
But that's a physical.
Let's say this
thing,
though.
like-
Let's say you
Wait,
cook.
wait.
You cook. Let's say there's a cookbook and you like read the recipes before you start cooking or whatever. And every night you read 3 recipes before you cook. And then one night you too tired, you only read 2.
right. It's like a learning joint.
I still
It's
gave
a learning joint.
100%.
No, you did
effort.
not. No,
Yes,
you
I
didn't.
did.
You didn't have 100% to give, but you gave what you could give.
yeah.
But what I
Nigga,
gave
like, yeah,
was
let's talk about it.
but I
That's
gave it my all.
that's your
I still
100%.
gave it my
No,
all.
it doesn't matter. No.
Yes,
That's
it
not,
is.
look. Let's
still me
let's
giving
settle
my
this.
all because
like
that's
y'all
all
still
I
saying
just
the
did.
same
Yeah, it's one of those.
Yeah,
Let's
it
settle
is.
this. Your iPhone, nigga, like your iPhone could be at 39%, 40%, 45%, 100%, whatever. If you use if you're on your fucking social media, so you're marketing.
False parallel.
How? It's percentages. No, it's no. You just think it just likes that. Nigga just likes that term. How?
Because
How is it a false parallel? I'm talking about
Because
percentages.
this is not something we can control. That's a battery.
You
operated
just-
thing.
we just talked about
We
2
talking
things you
about
can't
you
control.
Showing up and giving effort.
Kobe Bryant's injury, he couldn't control, but he
Right.
gave what he had.
He had a finger.
He didn't
injury,
have 100%
right?
to
so
give.
100% he wasn't healthy, but his effort was still 100%.
Okay, so you're saying that Michael Jordan's flu game, he gave his 100%.
whatever he showed up with was 100%.
No, that's not his 100% though. That's what he could give. That's not his
He
100%.
gave his 100%.
No, his
at that
100% is-
time because back to the moment.
Jesse, please
Life
help
is
me.
a series of moments, right? So in this moment,
No. Stay focused.
he gave 100% in this moment.
No, but that's not his normal 100%.
Yeah.
Facts.
And
So
every day
what
is a
it-
moment, and every moment.
All
is
right,
a
but that's
moment.
you're talking
Yo.
gibberish. Don't keep doing
How's
that.
that gibberish?
Every moment is a moment. Nigga, no, you don't want to hear that.
Because y'all both saying the same thing.
I get what he's trying to say.
just
He
saying
gave
that.
his his version of 100%. Him being sick is
Bro,
not a real 100%.
Bro, that's what separates the 1% from the other people, bro. It's all about a mindset, right? If you telling yourself, "Oh, I'm only showing up 65% today," what is that doing for you?
All right, I get that.
Now
part
you
of
feel
it.
like, "Oh, I showed up 65% on
That's 65.
Wednesday.
Guess what?
I can show up 65 again on Saturday."
Guess
Yeah,
what?
but
because
that's
it was cool on Wednesday.
That 65% is better than the 0% of the niggas that are staying home.
Yeah.
Now you doing comparison. Like, who you comparing
That's
yourself to?
because I'm explaining to you the significance
it should
of
be you
it.
versus you, though. It doesn't matter if
This
somebody
is
else
the real
is
quasi.
giving
When,
0%.
when he was giving the words of wisdom, he was mad soft spoken. Now we get into the real bag.
It doesn't matter what the next person is giving. And so, I'm like,
I'm not talking about the next person. I'm
You
talking
are,
about
'cause you
no,
said, "Oh, it's better
I'm
than
talking
what the
about
other niggas is
no.
doing."
It's comparing yourself to you. You could have not showed up. You could have been at home. You could have been resting.
I'm gonna show up every time. So
But
all
I'm
that you could have not showed up is not even. It shouldn't even be in your vocabulary because you're gonna show up every
Hold on.
time.
Not everyone-
Say your thing again. Just say it. I want to hear it. Say it again. I just want to hear something, man.
Discipline is showing up, even when you don't feel like it. Can we agree on that?
Facts.
Can we?
Yes, of course.
Thank you. The second part is consistency does not mean 100% every time you show up.
That's why I disagree.
Because you can give 100% every time you show up, and then you're gonna burn out.
I mean, to me personally, I give 100% every day. I wake up, I'm giving 1,000. I'm giving 1,000% every single day.
Now you're giving.
There's
Now you're
not
giving 1,000%.
one moment in my life where I'm not showing up
Niggas
on
get-
1,000.
You're
You're not wrong, but he's just speaking from a mindset thing. But that's not the same. Like he's just talking about reality. You talk about a mindset.
But we all in our own realities. So whatever you choose to believe and think, that's whatever your perception is your reality. So if you want your perception to be like, oh, it's okay to show up 65% of the time some days, then that's going to be your reality. You're going to have some time in life.
Talking about,
if you want to be a part of the 1%,
he's
if you want to be a CEO,
he's saying he don't want no negativity in his
So the niggas around you got to move 100% every...
They do. I'm mostly by myself.
So you think Joe Budden and them niggas move 100% every time they show up?
Probably not, but
they do.
Probably, absolutely not.
But they probably think like what he's saying, though. They probably think like
how you say probably not, and then they think like he's
because their mindset is 100.
How you say yes and no?
Because he's speaking like you shouldn't even
listen to
talk
Joe Budden.
Like
probably yes.
you shouldn't even talk like.
I'm not just talking about Joe Budden. I'm talking about Joe Budden in the cast.
Like, I don't know him personally, but listening to him throughout the years, he definitely has that type of mindset. Like,
all right, well, shit.
I don't know about the rest of the cast, but as the leader of the cast, he can't be showing up like he understands that for sure.
I could argue that. But
I get what I get. I feel like what he's
saying. He literally
an argument.
He literally puts people in place.
Like a mindset.
He puts people in place. Nigga shows up with his toes out, his dogs out. Cause he's not thinking like, oh, I have to be 100%. Nigga,
how's that not 100% to him? Because his toes is out.
He's comfortable. So you not 100%.
How can you be 100? How you be giving 100%? Comfortable in that.
Get out of here.
In that. What do you mean?
You can't give 100% and be comfortable at anything.
Some people thrive in that though? Like some people thrive in that uncertainty and that. Like,
how do we know he's comfortable though? How does that mean
he's comfortable because his toes out?
Yeah,
like,
how does that?
That's
mean
not comfortable. That's not.
He's
He's nigga sitting on the couch with his toes out, with his feet up, type shit like that. Nigga, like, what do you mean? How can you be more comfortable than that?
That's just a visualization.
You might, I don't know if that's necessarily comfortable. He was doing that with his toes out when he was going to court for.
I mean, this is Joe Budden. Like he's
it's also a podcast, and the nigga puts other people in position so he doesn't have to do all things. Like,
but see now I'm swaying more to his side now because you have to think like everything I do got to be top notch if I'm gonna have the top notch. Like he always talks about his podcast being the number one. So I would think his mind frame is always of 100%, 100%. So there is no other percent.
So you think Flip is also coming in 100% every time?
I think Flip on Flip's mind he feels like I'm coming 100%. Now if it matches what Joe thinks 100% is, that's different. But I think Flip is also coming in as like, I'm 100%. I'm doing it my 100%.
So before we get to the top, or before we get to the next joint, before we leave this, so let me just get this straight. Quasi, you're telling me that you're 100% fully healthy is the same 100% if you were sick and gave a quote unquote 100%?
But even if it was, he's not saying that it's the same. What he's saying is at that whatever what is the word I'm looking for? Whatever light I'm in, I'm giving 100%. That's what he's saying. So even if I'm sick, whatever my 100% is at sick, that's what I'm giving.
But it's not 100%. But Jesse,
Because
can you tell me not 100%?
It's not in your eyes.
That's like nigga.
But
wait. Let me.
But we can't really tell him.
Wait. No,
we can't really tell him that's not his 100% because it's his 100%.
Now, Quasi, if you say Quasi, nah, fuck that. Quasi, if you
give 100% and then the next game he dropped 20, he ain't give 100% because he ain't dropped 40 back to back. No.
Wait, Jesse.
No.
Pay attention to this. Now, Quasi, if you say this is an unparalleled comparison or whatever the fuck, I'm calling it ahead of time because you keep saying that whenever you get back to a corner. So look, based off his logic, if a nigga takes a test, gets 100 because he knows what's on the quiz, because he knew it, he studied, he knew it, he did the best that he could, he gave 100%. Yeah. So if the same nigga takes another test where he doesn't know shit, does his best, he gives 100%. And doesn't get 100%, that shows that just because you give 100% doesn't mean it's your 100%. That doesn't mean you gave 100%.
Yeah, see, I don't like that.
Why don't you like that?
Because just because you get when you give 100, it's not gonna. You're not always gonna get 100 if you give 100%.
Yeah,
no, you are. If you study,
you could give. You could give.
If LeBron dropped 40
No,
tonight.
yeah, he's right.
And then
No,
the next
he's
game,
right.
he's
No, because listen,
For you to
on the
say he didn't
same
give
test,
100%.
yes, you can't say that he didn't give 100.
I'm
He
not
might
because
have.
you're basing it off the score. No one's basing it off.
Nigga, that's what it's based off of. Your
So
performance.
so you're telling. So again,
You saying because I took this test and I got 100 on it, then the next test I get a 65. I didn't give 100% because I didn't get back-to-back hundreds.
No,
That's not how that
did
works.
y'all niggas wait? Did y'all niggas get good grades in school? Quasi, did you get grades?
I got
Jesse,
pretty
did you get-
decent grades, but that doesn't mean that you
No, I
didn't give.
didn't
I didn't
agree.
give
Yeah,
100%.
You're not. What y'all not
grade
telling me?
myself.
What y'all not telling me is a nigga that gets straight A's and gets a failing grade. You're not telling me he gave 100%.
Yes, he did.
All right. Last before we get off again.
It's a mindset
So
thing. Why
again,
would you tell yourself that?
So
less?
Again.
That's my whole point.
So one more time, Jesse.
Listen.
Last time.
I get what you're saying.
Michael Jordan
We
with his flu
both get
game.
what you're saying,
Yeah,
but my
but-
whole premise is
No, Michael
why
Jordan
would
with
you
his
tell
flu
yourself
game
anything else?
Is
The
Michael
greatness-
Jordan?
the greatness doesn't do that.
Damn, not aggressive. Michael Jordan with his flu game is that 100% equivalent to Michael Jordan when he's not sick? Because you can't say they're both 100%.
It's not the same 100%, but it.
Because you're like saying what you're saying
at that moment.
You're giving it full effort. Like you're saying full. Like basically what you're saying is full.
100%.
Yeah.
No.
What if you're full?
So look, I'll even give it to you. So like saying
It is your full effort still. It just might be like I'm having trouble breathing, so
Right,
I
but
can't
it's not-
run as fast.
it's not the
but
equivalent
The rest
of-
of my effort, I'm giving all of that.
But like that's
is
like
my
saying
100%.
all right, but that's like
It's a
look at you.
mentality,
Can you
man.
like
It's not the 100%. I get
right.
what you're
Yeah,
saying.
because that's
not
that's calling
the
his
100%.
bullshit because that's like
No,
you
it's
saying
not.
no it is.
It's not
Because,
bullshit.
Like,
It's a
I'm thinking
mindset,
right now
so-
in my head I'm thinking of a gauge. I'm trying to think of what you guys could relate to or whatever. Like a gas with a car or whatever. Like how much miles is in left you have with the fuel or whatever with the gas. Like yes, if the car is at half a tank, you could use 100% of that half a tank. But it was never at 100%. It didn't have 100%.
False parallel.
You're fucking kidding me. All right, I'm done.
That's a false
All right, I'm
parallel.
done. All right, I'm done. I'm gonna post it as a clip and we go see.
You talk
What
about
we
a
looking at?
gas?
No.
Gas meter.
Every time,
Bro,
sure.
it's a mindset thing.
I'm
At the
trying
end
to
of the
see
day-
a way to say that.
Nah,
It's a
because
mindset thing.
you're
You could
bugging.
say-
I'm gonna let it go though.
Your 100% isn't always 100%.
If you choose,
You could
if
say
you-
that.
But the niggas gonna be like, what do you mean?
But point blank,
Because
period,
it might be like when you sick.
At the end
it's
of
not
the day,
same 100.
I got what I needed out of this conversation.
No,
That's good.
but at the end of the day, it's like this. It's like this, right?
What?
There's people who are not really sick physically, right? But they'll say, "Oh, I don't feel good," or da, da, da.
Yeah, and
Right?
that's gonna keep them right
And
there.
exactly.
Yeah.
So it's a
I get what you're
mindset thing.
saying,
At the end
too.
of the day, if you want to skate through life saying, "Hey, I'm gonna show up 100% these days," and some days I'm not gonna show up 100%, that's cool for you.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, I'm showing up 1,000% every day. You're gonna get the same quality every day.
I'm gonna just let
1,000%.
I'm gonna let that.
Simple as that.
I'm not gonna rebuttal that.
There's nothing to rebuttal. I mean, I
Alright,
just
bet,
said
bet,
if you
bet.
choose to
That
do
was
that,
a positive argument, though. I never really seen too much of that because that's all positivity.
All right, so that's good content then.
Yeah.
When we post that as a clip, that should be good vibes.
That was dope.
All right, so now let's get into the competition portion of this joint.
Oh, shit.
Y'all both have played this game before, but never versus each other. Fucking Jesse smoked Cell when it came to this game.
Man.
General knowledge. Every answer has the same first letter. Y'all tell me a letter. Talk to me.
R.
what is the topic?
There's
General
all types of crazy stuff.
Yeah, general knowledge.
Everything is gonna start.
you
with
go
the
with
letter.
you go with R. You want
Type shit.
big
Every
B's
answer's
or what?
Gonna start with the letter
B.
All right, bet B. Yo, you go with B?
Mm-hmm.
All right, bet.
He said R. Why can't it be both?
I mean,
because it gotta be the answer is gonna be the letter. We could do B. Do B.
Oh.
Like
but-
every answer.
and
gonna start
y'all
with
might
the letter
need
B.
y'all might need a second letter. So after this, we can go to R. Type shit. Oh my goodness, this is a classic. This makes it's mad funny for reals. All right, every answer starts with the letter B. Johann Sebastian. This is his last name.
Bach.
Bach is the answer. That's one for Jesse.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, he's like a composer or some shit. Let's see. What giant pandas eat? Mostly
Giant pandas?
pandas.
Hitting the big bamboo sticks.
Bamboo was the
Yeah,
answer.
it is bamboo.
1-1. Reading system for the blind.
Braille.
Braille is correct. 2-1. Jesse's up. Former Destiny Child member.
Beyonce.
Beyonce is the answer. Jesse, I don't know.
I should have said that. I was thinking
happened.
somebody besides her. I'm bugging.
I don't know why. That's the answer.
I don't know
2-2.
why.
Certain chess piece. Niggas always talking about play chess, not
Bishop.
checkers. There it is. Bishop is the answer. That's 3-2.
I used to be nasty at chess. I gotta relearn how to play.
Capital of Iraq.
Bangladesh.
Bubakistan. I don't know what it's
Nope.
called.
This is bad. It's all
It's
right.
easy. It's an
I mean,
easy
how's
one.
it
We
bad?
should know it. Yeah. So, capital
How's
of
it
what?
bad though? Why should we know the capital?
Bang-
Like why? How's that?
Capital
bad?
of Iraq. We talking.
Why
after-
should we
can
know
talk
the
after.
capital of
Here's a
Iraq,
fact.
though?
I don't know.
Baghdad.
Oh, damn. We should have.
Regardless, ain't no, but we shouldn't just because we got bombs on Baghdad. Like, we dropped bombs on them niggas.
How should we know that?
All right. 2-1. Bend it like this football player.
Beckham.
Beckham is the answer. 3-1.
I got 2. Like the cheating is crazy.
Nah, you might have 2. My
No,
fault.
ain't
I'm
no
not
matter
doing
about
the
it.
recording. You got it. So 2-2. That's my fault.
You
That's
know,
my
it's
fault.
2-3. He has 3. I got 2.
I don't know. I know I got 3.
I'll take your word for it. 3-2.
I got Bamboo and Beyonce.
And Beyonce, he's right.
All right, so
Yep.
3-2. 3-2. I'm not shit. Deer who is friends with Thumper.
Bambi.
I got that to both of y'all. 4-3. Most common tiger subspecies.
Bengal.
Yo, I don't know how you got that. That was impressive. All right, that's 5-3. Correct? Or just making sure.
Hey, you don't want to keep it score.
I'm just saying it's 5. I'm just running it by you, making sure niggas ain't cheating. Don't want that to be said. That'd be another fucking
They already called you.
adjective. Famous fictional Kazakhstani.
Come on, bro. What? You should just skip to the next question. Like
No. It's a fictional character. That's why the shit's like that.
I don't know. Like
It's a fictional character that starts with B, and it's a
you-
Kazakhstani.
Buzz Lightyear. I don't know. I'm just saying.
No, the answer's Borat.
That's his.
Yeah, like
ethnicity
come
or
on, Fozzie,
whatever.
damn, you
Okay.
like you
I
really
don't watch
bugging right
movies
now.
like that.
Yo, I wouldn't have guessed that though.
Right, that was an old one. Ancient city with hanging gardens. Ancient city with hanging gardens.
Bolivia. I don't know. Bangkok.
I'm surprised Quasi not saying it because that nigga be on his spiritual vibes.
Mm-hmm.
The answer is Babylon. 1992 Olympic host city.
96 was Bolivia.
Nope.
Hey, Bangkok then.
No.
No.
It's like Latino. Or
Well, we was in Atlanta in 96. You said 92.
Mhm.
Brazil.
Nope.
Fuck, I don't know.
The answer is Barcelona. Let's switch it to R. Every answer starts with the letter R. Type of precious stone.
Ruby.
Correct. 5-4.
Mhm.
All right. Board game of domination. Starts with an R.
Rummy. Board game.
Rocket ship.
Huh? Nah. No, I don't think I'm gonna get it. The answer is Risk.
Never heard of it.
Nah, me neither, but somebody probably did.
Me neither.
Somebody probably has. Fairy tale character with very long hair.
Rapunzel.
There we go. Okay, 6-4. Currency of Russia.
Fuck. I don't know how to say that shit.
Currency of Russia. Dre Blacklight, no?
I don't know what it is either.
The answer is ruble. The answer is ruble. Shout out to all the Russians. Term of a language that evolved from Latin. Term of a language. The answer
Yeah, say it.
is romance.
What is the question?
Okay.
Term of a language.
Evolved from Latin.
Mm-hmm.
Swiss luxury watch brand.
Rolex.
Rolex. 6-5. Quasi maybe had to lock in. I don't think there's any more that y'all would know. Oh, I gotta know this, or I would know this. Country singer with the last name McIntyre.
Fuck, Rory. Rory.
She got red hair.
Reba.
Did you say Reba?
He said Reba.
Right. What'd you say?
Reba or some shit?
Nah, Reba. Reba's the answer. So that's gonna be 7-5. Nope. 6-4. What that is, Quasi? Nah, it's 7-5. I need a what's it called? Nigga, I need to fucking write it down. My fault. Jesus. Niggas want me to do that shit in my head. My fault.
You came up with the game.
We good.
The tally.
When it gets chopped up, it'll be fine. Latin for king or a
Royal.
Royal? No. Or a common name for a dog.
Bitch. Oh, we on ours.
Yeah, we definitely on ours.
I don't know.
The answer is Rex. Where Amy Winehouse didn't want to go. Rehab is correct.
Well, my thing is like,
What type of
7-6.
who the hell names their dog Rex? Yeah, it's not a common name for a dog. You think that's a common name for a
I
dog?
think for white people, yeah.
Wow.
I'm just being honest. Damn, I don't think there's any more y'all would know. Last book of the Bible.
Roman.
Yeah.
I mean, Revelations.
Hey, there we go.
I was gonna say.
Hey,
Romans.
there we go. 7-6. Now we're talking. I don't think there's any more y'all would know, to be honest. All right, let me see.
And I think it's 7-7. Because I think he got the last two. So we got to give us a tiebreaker. You pick the letter. And just tell us.
All right,
Right,
hey,
you got the last two, right?
Yo,
Yeah.
Quasi, you got
He
7?
the
You think you got
last-
7?
He got the last two. I was up by
That's
2.
what I'm counting.
All right, so sounds good. Sounds good to me. Let's go with P then. So that's the last one. Every answer starts with the letter P. What the hell? Let's see if y'all know this one. Sting was the lead singer with this band.
Bro.
No? Yo, I'm not sorry. It's not a given.
Paranormal.
Pink Floyd?
Paranormal.
No. But when this is made into a reel, that's gonna be hilarious. So, no, it is because nigga said Pink Floyd. It's definitely Pink Floyd.
Paranormal?
No, the answer was Police. Like, and there's white people out there that know that answer. So
That's good for them.
it's gonna be funny to them.
Different cultures.
It's okay. The time before recorded history.
Huh? Say that again.
The time before recorded history.
Previous?
Close.
Past?
What would you call a dinosaur? Dinosaur.
Prehistoric.
Is it right?
It's. I'm gonna give it to y'all. It's prehistory. So I'm not gonna give it to
okay,
him because I was giving it to y'all. Damn. A music genre started in the 1970s, played by the
Yeah,
Sex
he
Pistols, the
got it.
Clash, and similar groups.
It's gotta be pop.
It's not pop. That's why I kept
pop.
reading.
Say it again. Sorry.
Music genre.
That what?
That started in the 1970s and played by the Sex Pistols, the Clash, and similar groups.
We should know this.
I'm not judging niggas.
Oh, okay.
I'm not judging niggas. Different cultures. Like, what?
Okay.
Make it make sense.
Do you want the answer?
Yeah.
Cause what?
It's punk. The answer is punk.
Oh fuck.
The answer is punk. Like
That
am I
shit
lying?
is dead. That
Am I
shit
lying?
is dead genre though.
All right. Hey, man. Niggas didn't say it was still
Now
alive.
we could have knew that. But
Shit.
it was a punk.
That shit dead. That's
It is
why.
dead, it is.
I guess niggas. On TikTok.
Who's making?
On TikTok, they still making punk music.
I don't know.
I gotta. Who?
This pie is traditional part of Thanksgiving
Pecan.
Oh,
meals in
Pumpkin.
the U.S. Pumpkin
yeah, I
is
was
the
just about to
answer.
say he got it.
Shit, Quasi, you got it. Niggas was mad
You
the
got
whole
it.
game. You got the W.
Yeah.
Nah, you was
Yo, what is wrong with
angry.
this
You
guy?
was agitated.
This guy is crazy.
Let's get into these topics. That was a good game.
I just told you
Let's
I'm
make
gonna
for a
get
nice-
mad.
Let's get into it. Kanye versus Playboy Cardi. This we talking about Quasi's man. This your man's or not?
That's a fact.
Who? Playboy?
No, Kanye.
Oh,
And niggas the whole time before the podcast, I'm not a fan, I'm not fanatic, but that's my guy.
That's my guy.
Like, still? To this day?
To this day, yo.
Oh,
Say
shit.
He's going.
Oh, shit.
He's
This
going
is
crazy.
why, wait.
He is going crazy right now. I don't get it a little bit.
Let's get into the topics. This is what we've been waiting for. Kanye West versus Playboy Cardi. Where my shit at? Ye calls out Cardi for asking Kim for a Northwest collab. Kanye went to Twitter. He said, "Hey North, your dad gave me my biggest song in cosign, and I left him off my album because of his tweets. Oh, but North, you're my niece. I gotta use your vocals."
That's weird.
That's what's weird.
That he's on Twitter atting a 8-year-old.
No, he didn't at her. Like, this is Kanye, and this is not. He didn't at her. He's speaking.
He's speaking
From-
as
from
he's
Cardi.
acting like he's
Speaking
Cardi.
from Cardi. Yes.
Oh, I thought this is Party saying this.
No, it's not Cardi. It's not Cardi. But and then he said, "Hey Iggy, Azalea, I need to get Onyx vocals on my song. That's my nephew." So he's basically like paraphrasing. He's saying like, "This is as weird, quote unquote, as weird as if I were to ask Iggy for a feature from her son,
Yeah,
or get on the
is
sons
weird.
or whatever." What do we think about that?
That's weird because you got a relationship with the dad, not the mom. Like, I can see if you was cool with Kim and that's how you knew North, but you know North through Kanye, so it's like.
So what's weirder, the way telling her to he referred to North as his niece. So like clearly they're close.
As Cardi, so what? You her niece because of me, like what?
I just think it's all
Ain't
weird.
no uncle without the dad.
I think it's all weird anyway. I think who
And
added,
involving kids and that shit.
yes,
is just
that's
like,
what I think
Well,
is where
North is
the
making
weirdness
music.
started.
So and he just dropped the album.
Okay, but she's
And
making
his
music
album,
under
we talked about
permission.
how his album's doing well.
But Kanye can't say nothing if after he put her on a song with Diddy and had all of that stuff.
Talk about
had
it.
Diddy on the phone.
What song
and
was
had
she
her
on?
in the, I don't know what
It's
the
not
song
out.
is, but they
It's
said
not out yet.
Shit.
they said that she did a song.
Oh, you hear that, folks?
That's
Did
not
a
out?
song because Kim stopped.
Her vocal, yeah.
Where is the song with her and Diddy?
You ain't play it?
Play it.
Niggas can play it.
Play it.
Copyright. I'm not doing that.
They
You have
did
to
her
hear,
snippets.
folks.
They heard snippets, no?
Yeah,
Snippets.
exactly. Like,
but
I
what
can
I'm
play it.
saying
I can play a
is,
snippet.
why would you be on the phone with Diddy with your daughter
Talk about it.
in the studio? That's crazy.
Why are you trying to make your daughter collab
Why
with
is
Diddy?
Kanye
Why
on
is
the
trying
phone
to
with
make
his
it-
daughter?
Huh?
No, the
No, why?
daughter's with Kanye in the
Okay.
studio. Diddy's on the phone while they making the song. Because Diddy's in jail. So why you got your... And then Kim found out and had the security guard take North up out of there. And so wasn't somebody else there too?
I heard
It
the
was
story. I think
Diddy
the
and
story went that
somebody
he
else.
got the vocals.
I don't got kids, but for me,
Shit.
it's like
Okay.
that's his daughter.
So
I
is
get
it's
that.
his daughter.
It's his
What does that matter?
I got it.
It's
I
his
get what he's saying. Only
And
I
as
don't
long as
agree.
he is
I
not
don't
her and
agree.
is safe, and he like safe
I don't agree.
environment, then he
I
don't
don't
need to
agree.
say anything.
I don't agree with the action, but it is his daughter. I agree with that.
Do you agree with fathers putting their daughters in harm's way?
How's she in harm's way by being in
By
the studio?
associating with Diddy right now?
How is
I
she
wouldn't
being
do
in
that,
harm's way by being in the
Her
studio
image-
and Diddy's on the phone?
Image is in harm's way. Her reputation is in
I
harm's way.
wouldn't. I wouldn't do that. No, but I stand.
Do you know-
I
Diddy-
do stand with is my daughter.
Diddy
I
what?
do
Diddy
I
is a
would.
legend.
Domestic violence. You know, plenty
It's
niggas
not
who beat
just
up their
domestic.
bitch.
It's not just domestic
What
violence.
else is it?
Trafficking, bitches, women, trafficking
Yo,
women.
So he flew a girl out to Miami. If I fly bitch
Trafficking
from
is
Cali
crazy,
right
though,
now,
man. You're right. It's trafficking.
if I fly bitch right now from Cali and hit,
Yeah.
fly her back home, that's trafficking?
Yeah.
That's what they
So,
saying.
so is that what he did?
That's what they're saying that he did. The only thing we got substantial is the video from the hotel.
So
Him
Diddy's
beating on Cassie.
so Diddy's a
You
good
know
guy.
plenty of niggas that don't beat their bitch up.
I don't play niggas.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
And you not holding them to that same standard.
I don't like that though for the world though. I don't what you're saying. I don't like because the world
What?
does do that. I don't like that
That double standard shit.
somebody can't have their opinion and like because like what most people will do is they're gonna listen to him and they're gonna try to paint him as like a oh so you cool with Diddy and you like no if he did the dumb shit then no niggas ain't down with it but.
With
We
the
also
facts.
some people know how like the law works too, and how when you get in trouble for certain things, they can make it look like
And we know how
this
that
all the way
social
up
media
here,
works.
and there's
More
really
than
something
anything.
that happened right here. So as I don't agree with Diddy
The
either.
propaganda smear campaigns, like we know that's a fact. They been came out and say they do that.
They are. I think Diddy
The
did too
smear
much.
campaign is facts.
I think Diddy
You
did
just
too
seen
much.
it
Though.
clearly with Drake. You see they do that with anybody.
But I think Diddy
They-
definitely did too much though.
As far as what? Being her up?
Just everything.
That's
All
a
of
start.
this.
If
For
he
starters,
would've-
for starters.
If he
Talk. I want to hear this. Talk.
if
I'm
he
listening.
wants
I'm
to
listening.
fuck niggas, that's his prerogative. So
I knew that's what he was going to say.
if he want to fuck niggas, that's his prerogative.
I knew that's what he was
Right?
going to say.
Okay.
So at the end of the day, the
I'm
nigga
not speaking to that.
bisexual
I'm speaking to
and he
drugging
going
the-
both ways.
I'm speaking to drugging the girls and stuff.
Come on, like
Please,
stop.
I know
Stop.
people do that, but I don't like that.
Why stop
I
with
just
facts?
don't like
It's-
that.
Where's the facts? First of all.
Okay, so you need to see that. Okay.
Second of all, we not gonna act like we don't know what these women do
That's a
when they
fact.
get around these high
That's a
entertainers.
fact. That's a fact.
Come on, I'm not even a high entertainer. I'm just a popular dude from my town. And I see what females do off of that. So imagine if niggas is Drake and Diddy level. Like, come on, stop, bro.
Wait, but
Stop.
you don't think
So
he's
why
just
not- why- so
innocent?
why Drake
You
not
think
locked
it's
up?
just a-
Drake locked up for what?
Why is Drake not locked up? You just named another nigga that's like you're just saying. Your point is that
Why
basically
is Drake
because
not
he's
locked
famous,
up for what?
famous and rich.
Bro.
You just said because
what is Diddy locked up for?
So you're saying without no?
Let's look up exactly what it is.
He's saying without the video though, Diddy shouldn't be locked up. Is what he's
I
saying.
think the video
Everything
came out
is-
after.
Everything is
No, the video came out
speculation.
before. The video came out
Yeah.
before.
But I think he's pretty much saying like everything is
What I'm
speculation.
saying is, if we saying he's trafficking women, we gotta wait for the substantial evidence.
But I understand that trafficking is
It's crazy.
It is
It's
the
crazy.
way it's.
I was
the way
thinking
it's-
that you
Yeah,
I thought shit was light.
No, the definition of it is because like you could like he said, bro. Like if a
In the
girl.
federal criminal case, Mr. Combs is charged with racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, and transportation to engage in prostitution.
Exactly. Like, come on. They basically saying he's flying bitches to Miami, hitting some, then we flying to New York, hitting some, then flying to Atlanta, hitting some. That's what that is.
That's not trafficking. That's not sex trafficking. That's more than
What?
engaging in prostitution. That's not, nigga. That's not what sex trafficking is.
It can be looked at that though,
Bro,
but
yes.
they're looking at it more like you probably taking these people away from their spot, doing what you're doing with them, and not letting them go.
Bro, they're saying he's having these quote unquote freak offs, right? And Shorty live in Atlanta. So you fly her from Atlanta, she go to the freak off in Miami, that could be considered sex
That
trafficking.
can be considered sex trafficking.
What are you talking about?
Sex trafficking is just taking somebody out of their like home and stuff. You know what I mean? Like
I get it. You saying that they're spinning it like
Yeah,
sex trafficking,
yeah,
but
yeah.
it's not like real sex trafficking.
Exactly. You
It's
got
more
girls on the
hostile.
road selling
but
that.
like kidnapping.
yeah, but he's been
Sex
doing
trafficking is
but
like against your
it's
will.
A little
It's
bit
like-
more. It's a little bit more for him because he was taking females from like different countries. Now, if you take
Oh,
it
If that was the case,
and
that
you're not
was
letting
Barcelona,
them,
bitch,
and you're
if that
not
was-
letting them,
no, no, 'cause
what
if
if you're
that-
not letting them go back home?
Right,
What if you're
exactly.
not-
It's against
like
your will.
Cassie
If
said,
that was the
that's
case,
sex
every rapper will be a fucking under the gun for sex
Yeah.
trafficking.
They can be.
They
Trust
can
me.
be
But they
if
haven't
if
been.
Trust me, these
They
NFL
gotta
players,
draw it
NBA
up
players,
right.
like,
Nah,
we're
you
not about
right.
to act like these niggas don't got egos big as the world, bro. Bitches say they want to leave, these niggas get tight. You don't go nowhere. Niggas do that with their regular girls and regular life.
That's trafficking.
So
Right, though.
imagine
That
what
is considered
these
sex trafficking.
motherfuckers,
Once you be like, no, you
celebrities
ain't
doing.
leaving
Like,
right
come
now.
on.
Right, but that's if
Niggas
Diddy's
stop.
doing
My
that.
baby
Yeah,
mom
yeah,
not going nowhere. You not leaving this house.
But that's what
Like,
I'm
niggas
saying.
do that.
So if Diddy's doing
That's why-
that,
that's
and
why
the
it's
girl,
against the law.
but
That's
if
not
Diddy's
a-
doing
that's-
that
why
and the
not?
girl lives in Bolivia, then it's crazy. Because it's like, damn, wait.
Wherever they live,
I live in
whatever, wherever
I'm
they
just
live.
saying, like, niggas is just trying to, like, tarnish a black man who we, like, was at the level of black excellence, right? So we just allowed him to come in and just tell us how our black excellence is with no evidence,
I agree
no
with that
substantial
to a-
evidence.
to a-
Who
I agree.
the fuck?
No, no, no.
Who the fuck we gonna listen to? Who's our leaders?
You're
Right?
bugging
Because if
after
we have
the video-
anybody in this leadership spot, every single person as a black,
I agree with
every
that.
black person
I
that we
agree with
had
that.
in the leadership
I agree with
spot,
that. Now, I
they
get
came
it.
in
What he's
and
saying
told
right
us how
now.
to think about them.
Yep, he's right.
Every
That's-
single one.
That's pretty much
So
when
who
I
the
was
fuck
speaking
we
to you.
going? Who the fuck we going back?
Remember when we was talking and I brought up Larry Hoover?
When
Like,
they
why
came-
didn't
wait.
Trump get Larry Hoover at it? Because he's right. Like, anybody that we have that has the chance of reaching some sort of level where they have the
They try
eyes.
with
Like,
everybody,
when
bro.
I'm talking and hey, you're going to listen, you're going to listen, you're going to listen. They tarnish them. They do. That's the truth. I'm not speaking that for Diddy, but I feel like that's
Bro,
the truth.
name
We
him.
haven't
Let me
had
speak-
Jay-Z
let me speak
would
with
never
Diddy.
be the same.
Let me speak of the Diddy.
Yeah.
Jay-Z name would never be the same.
No, he's right.
Just
What?
off the 13-year-old rape
He's
allegation.
right. He's right. He's
Then
right.
his name-
What do you mean?
Yeah,
I got out of that.
Yeah, but there,
It don't matter.
No way.
It don't
It
matter.
doesn't with
You're-
the money.
you know
With the
that.
money. No,
Why
it
you
don't.
think he's suing the nigga for defamation of character? Because his character will never be the same.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You mentioned Jay-Z's name right now on
With
the
the
internet.
billionaires.
Niggas
Maybe
is
not
gonna
here.
bring that
up
shit
here.
up, bro.
These niggas up here, that's gonna always sit around. These niggas up here, like, how would you win something like that? I feel the same way in certain senses about
Bro.
those kinds of things.
I don't agree. Because if you clear that shit up, he cleared that shit up. That shit didn't go to trial.
But bro,
he wasn't convicted of nothing.
You gotta understand.
Like you think 10
we're-
years? You think 10 years from now they're gonna bring up the third like that?
No,
that
it's
shit?
not about that. It's
So
about
you can't
we already
they
are
will.
we already are a color.
Yes, they will.
We already are a color that's fighting for certain situations. So 10 years from now, Jay-Z might have the chance to be the senator of New York.
But now,
and they heard that.
Now
It's
you
like
got
that.
to like, come on, now you
we
got
ran
the
away with it.
13-year-old
We
doing
ran
that.
away with it
I
because
agree
you
with that.
mentioned
Come
the
on.
black excellence with Diddy. That black excellence went out the fucking window when you saw that 5-minute video of him beating
For who?
Cassie.
they go out the
For
window.
who?
I know
This is
plenty
what
of
I'm saying.
niggas.
This is what I'm saying.
I don't
This is what
care
I'm saying.
because I'm a
I'm
realist,
wax.
bro.
I'm wax.
I don't give a fuck
I'm
about what
wax.
these
All right,
people think.
I'm
a realist.
I'm wax.
I'm
How?
a realist.
How? Why?
Because I know niggas in my personal life who beat their bitch up. And that's still my mans. Like, what are we talking about?
What does that say about you?
What? That don't say nothing about me because I'm not going around beating bitches up.
So no. Jesse, let's break this down. So would you be cool with your man's being a pedophile?
No.
What's the what? Why?
Because the
So
moral
now why
compass
would
ain't
you
the
be
same,
cool,
nigga.
huh?
The moral compass ain't the same.
So what's the moral compass of being a bitch up? You got a good moral compass if you being a bitch up?
I have more of a forgiving heart for you to beat your bitch up than you to rape a kid.
I just feel
I have
like
a way bigger
it's
forgiving
not-
heart
it's not-
for you to beat
it's
up a
not-
female.
It's not right.
than rape a kid.
It's not right, but where we come from, no, he probably is certain senses. They see it. They see the.
They
female
ain't where we
acting
come
crazy
from, nigga.
too.
This is
It's
society.
just
White niggas is beating their wives up too.
Yeah, but I'm just saying the
Like,
way
what are we
we.
talking about?
I'm saying the way we grew up.
Everybody does,
We
bro.
might-
At
we-
the end of the day, not
What
to
I'm
cut
saying
you
is-
off, but everybody
I'm
will
cut
be
you off.
quick to
No.
forgive a woman beater versus a pedophile.
Wait, there are fucking people who are cool with pedophiles.
Who?
Yeah. they're
Besides a
crazy.
pedophile.
Yeah,
What are we
that's crazy.
talking about?
You don't. There's so first of all, there are people cool with everything.
There might be people
Yeah,
who
there
have
is,
to
there
understand
is.
it
What are we
like
talking
that.
about?
There
There are
are
pedophile groups. There are pedophiles.
And they're pedophiles.
Facebook
But
groups.
this
All right,
is
saying
how
some
I-
fuck it.
So only, like I said, the only people that's
I'm not saying
pedophilia is
I don't know,
pedophiles.
but Quasi, I
Like,
don't
what
know
are you
mad.
talking
I don't know mad people who are cool with other niggas being their bitch
But
up.
I know-
Their man's being their bitch up.
I know people.
I personally am not cool with
the
niggas
reason why
who
I
beat
can
their bitch
understand,
up.
The only reason why I can understand what you're saying, because I know niggas that'll act like they not cool, but be way more cooler than they want to just say out loud with a nigga beating up his bitch.
And at the end of the day, you don't
Yeah,
know
he-
what
but
niggas
I
are
don't-
doing
this
behind
nigga
closed
won't
doors.
know.
Yeah.
All right,
You really don't know.
Thank you, Quasi. Thank you, Jesse, because that's crazy. The fact that
Yeah.
you said that you're cool with your man's beating their woman up is
I didn't
crazy.
say that.
It's not
I
that
didn't
you-
say that.
What did you say?
I said I know people who have beat their
And you're
bitches
cool
up,
with
and
them.
I'm still cool with them. I never said I'm just gonna sit back and watch a man beat up a
his
woman.
girl.
I didn't
never
say that
said
either.
So
I
don't
didn't
try
say
to
that. I
frame
didn't
it
say that.
when you
But
try
see,
to
the
frame it
internet
that way.
No, I'm saying that you're still
When you trying
man's
to
with.
frame it that way.
The internet do that anyway though too, so that's why I don't.
Regardless,
it's like,
it's wild, Quasi. Regardless.
That's your perspective. But at the end of the day,
Or is it realistic? Like, is it
it's not-
realistic? Why is it not realistic?
Reality is that you probably hang around more
How many?
people
I'm about
who
to say,
don't
how many
beat their
friends do you
women
feel
up
like you have?
than they didn't. Like, let's be. You don't know what niggas do behind closed doors.
Right, but if I knew
Right?
if I knew
Mostly-
that they
He's
did, I
saying
wouldn't be
knowing.
cool
That's
with
not the
it.
point.
Knowing.
That is the point.
Yeah,
that's
he's
what,
saying
that's what
knowing.
you just said.
He's saying
You said that you
knowing.
have plenty
Yeah.
of niggas that beat their bitch that you're cool with,
Yeah.
but you're not cool
Have.
with watching them beat them up or whatever type of like variation that you just made. But at the end of the day, how the fuck are you gonna be? You are the company you keep type shit. Like
That's not. It's not.
No, I don't think
that's
that's
not
true.
Because just because my man smokes cigarettes don't mean that I smoke
I don't think that's
cigarettes.
true.
Like,
But I get what he's saying.
so, but
He's right.
you
can't-
agree with if you hang around
can't-
winners, then you learn from
that's a
winners.
mindset thing. Like mindset is totally different from a physical action.
That's a
I'm not
fact.
saying that you will
Okay,
go
okay,
beat
but-
your girl up or whatever, but I'm saying
No, but he's saying that
you being
opti-
okay with that.
The outlook of it is.
I'm not okay with it. I'm just saying that I know people.
You can't say that you're not okay with it. You can't be mans with somebody and they're doing something that's wrong.
How do I know?
And you're
that they're
still
doing it?
mans with
I
them
said
and
I
not say that
know
you're
men
okay.
who have beat women, and I'm still cool with them.
So how can you say
Right?
that you're not okay with it? Because if you weren't
Because
okay with
if
it,
I'm not gonna sit back and watch a man beat up a woman, that's how I'm not okay
brother.
with it.
But if you're still if that's still your guy, if that's still your man's, then you're clearly
Because I
okay
can
with it, and
separate
you know it, you're
certain
okay
things.
with it, huh?
I can separate things, right? I'm not gonna say just because you beat up a female that you're just a horrible person. We can
Brother,
never hang
by
out.
separating it, that means that you're okay with it. Just like if I said the pedophile thing, you're not okay with being cool with someone
No,
who's
I
a pedophile
can't separate
because
the
you
fact
wouldn't
that
separate
you
it.
raped a child.
Right,
I
but
can't forgive you that you raped a child, but yes, I can forgive you if you hit your baby
Forgive.
moms 5 years ago or whatever the case may be out of anger. Yes, I can forgive you.
Years ago.
2 years ago, yesterday, whatever you want to say.
All right, but that's saying that you're okay with it. If you're saying that you forgive it, that means that you're okay with it.
I literally said in the beginning of this conversation that I have a bigger forgiving heart
Okay.
for domestic violence versus pedophilia.
I hear what you're saying, but
So-
by saying that you forgive something, that means that you're okay with it. You can't say that you're forgiving something and not be okay with it. You can't say that you're still your man's. You can't say that you're man's with someone you know he's being his wife or his girl or whatever.
No, you're right. If you forgive it, then that means that he should be.
Like the
working on
whole,
a
you're
change.
not okay with pedophilia. You're not okay with your man's or somebody raping a kid or whatever. Because you're not okay with it. You don't have a forgiving heart. Therefore, if you have a forgiving heart for them being their wife or their woman or whatever, you're okay with it
But
because
I
that's
know
still your
you're-
man's.
you're-
I feel like
you're
he's not.
insane,
But I
bro.
feel like
How
he's
am
not.
I insane? I don't feel like
I
that's
saying he's okay with it,
Alright,
but I feel
Is
like
that-
what I'm saying is
for
think
breaking
about
it down like that
No,
for
no,
you? That's crazy.
That is
Yeah,
saying that, but I don't
break it down.
agree because I feel like he could forgive a nigga and then he could get around him at a party one time and then he watch him act like that again and now you not
Bro,
my
there
man,
was
bro.
literally a Facebook
now you not my
comment that
man
said you beat
because
your
you
girl
said
up.
you was done.
Like
and now
literally, you
you not
seen it,
done.
you defended it, right? Doing this whole Vel shit. There was a girl who commented on your post that said that you beat your baby moms up or whatever
Okay.
on Facebook.
That's not, but it wasn't true.
All right, but doesn't matter. But that is still out there. So somebody could have read that and been like, "Oh, Jelani does this."
And
da,
they'll
da,
be
da,
right.
da.
They'll be right for it.
Nobody said that they will be right, but that perspective or whatever
point?
you want to say, not the word I'm looking for, but that stigma is still out there on your name.
What's your point?
My point is,
Because you just talked about something that wasn't true versus something that was true. So what are we talking about?
No, he's saying in the eyes of somebody.
the
that
eyes
might
of somebody
just
out
think
there,
that
they
that's
just to
true.
believe that
They
is
think
true.
that's true.
Same thing
That's
with the
it.
Diddy shit.
So does that mean
It's going
that
back
he
to the
can-
Diddy shit. It's full circle. You can't say Diddy did something without the substantial evidence.
So he's saying.
You saying Diddy did all these things
But I
because
initially
the
said,
internet,
brother.
is saying it.
But
what-
brother, I said but I initially said the black excellence goes out the window when we saw
We see
the
it,
5-minute
So
video.
that's why
So
we're
you
gonna just- so what
saying
if
black
you watch the
excellence goes
video?
off the video
You're talking about
because
a
of
stigma.
5-minute clip?
Huh?
Because of a 5-minute mistake, all the years of his black excellence goes out the window? That's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
No, that
It does go out the window to
It
an
does
extent,
not
but
go
that
out
Guess
the
is
what?
window.
Guess what?
Like,
Guess
what?
what?
In the
Guess
real
what?
world, it does.
Guess what? Yeah,
That's
yeah,
the
yeah.
problem.
I don't
That is
like.
crazy.
We're not. I'm not gonna post it to Facebook or whatever. But if Tay Fisher comes out that if a video comes out that he put hands on his girl or whatever, all that shit's going out the window.
Yeah.
Every bit of it.
Yeah.
Because it's wrong. Because it's against every moral
But
compass.
if a
the
video
law-
of a female
but we're
comes
saying
out
is-
there, hand up her nigga, ain't nothing going out the window.
That's not the conversation we having.
nah.
But if you want to have that conversation, that's a different conversation. That's all I'm saying.
Bro, but what I'm
It's a different
saying is,
conversation.
we can't just.
And now
be
you're
so
making up
quick-
shit because Cassie. We don't have a video
No,
of
I didn't
Cassie.
say Cassie. I said. If
But we
any
were talking
female-
about Diddy and Cassie. Now you're talking about men and
I
women,
said
like
female,
or women.
but
or
because
women.
you
let me
say
ask you
all
something.
rip
Hold on,
because
let me
he
ask
did
you a
that. He
question
hit a
then.
female.
So
Zero tolerance out the window. Black excellence. Go.
I mean, a woman.
But
A woman.
reverse.
Yeah,
But if
reverse.
it's reverse is not.
No,
it's
I'm not saying.
forgiving.
I didn't even say
It's
that.
all what
I didn't
you
say
do.
that.
At
But
the same
but
time-
he's that's running.
But you gotta look at it too, though.
But I will say,
I'm doing
like,
the credit.
but I will say that a woman's reputation will be also tarnished.
Hell no.
It wouldn't be tarnished, maybe.
But I'm not even speaking from that side.
But
I mean,
exactly, because that
I
was
wanna
that was
speak
not the
to back
conversation we
to
were
the-
having.
To the friend side of it, though.
And we was talking about Kanye.
I agree with you saying, but I understand because, like, if let's say Diddy was his right hand man, and then that video came out, like, he's not just gonna disown his right hand man.
wasn't.
We're gonna have to have a
He
conversation.
wasn't disowning. He
So-
wasn't his right hand man.
But I'm just
He's
saying
only
that's
using-
why he's speaking to the level of like I could forgive somebody or I could be cool with somebody that
Made a mistake.
just because it's right hand man. That video's not gonna be enough for him to be like, man, I ain't fucking with this nigga no more. Now he got to talk to his man like, yo, bro, what happened? Like, and
Because we don't know
he
what
might
triggered that
talk and be
whole
like,
thing
yo,
from
she
the
did
beginning.
this or did that.
So
and
we
I'm
don't know
not
what
giving
happened in
no
the
excuse
room.
for
That's
Diddy.
He could have bust his
As
lip.
for a friend,
Jesse,
I
let
think
me
in
ask
our
you. Let me ask you because I feel like you're a little more level-headed. No disrespect, Quasi.
You can't. None taken. Just. I mean.
I'm not messing with you. I'm not messing with you. Jesse, do you feel like that was his one and only act of violence versus Cassie? And because that shit's from 2016. That's not even like a recent.
No.
Exactly. So what are we talking? So what are we really
That's
really
still
talking about? What are we really talking about today?
That's not a fact though.
But I think for our
What's not a
man,
fact?
What you just said. That's
What's
still,
not a fact?
it's still
I asked
an
the question.
opinion.
I asked the
still-
question.
But
Nigga,
you
what
still,
do you
it's still an
I
opinion
asked the
because we
question.
don't
What's not a
know.
fact?
But you're
I asked-
sitting here just assuming like he just
asked-
beating on a girl every
I
week.
asked the question, brother. He said that he doesn't
Okay,
think
and then
that.
you said, okay, thank you. Like you just proved the point. You didn't prove a
No,
point.
he helped me. He proved my point.
You didn't though. You didn't prove a point. You just
All right,
proved
so
an
come at
opinion.
him because I asked the question again. I asked the question. Niggas get
But
mad at
you-
me for asking the question.
No, but your
Talk to
question.
him.
But no, because you stating
he's
the
saying where
question,
you trying to
making it
take the
seem
question.
Like case closed. Like no, it's not a
No,
case
so
closed.
talk about
open.
it. So do you? That's why I asked Jesse because again he's more level-headed.
Bro, just because.
So you feel like that was his one and only?
I'm not saying that, but that's all we have. That's all we have as substantial evidence.
Okay, the question is, do you think?
I don't know. I don't speak on things I don't know about. I'm gonna say I don't know
Yeah.
if I don't know. That's the problem with this world
So,
today.
but you don't
People
think-
don't like to say they don't know. People think they have all the fucking answers.
I mean, I think you could have an opinion, but I don't think you could run with
But that's
your
the
opinion.
problem.
I'm not running.
Running
I'm
with
not
the
running.
opinion is the
I
problem.
asked the question.
And that's all
that
that's
is the
on
problem.
social media is a
That
bunch
is-
of people running with opinions.
running with and finding different reasons why. Look, if you look at this video, he had black sneakers on, and then
All it is
they're
on
trying
the
to find
internet is
anything.
people running
So
with
I get,
opinions.
I get both of y'all points, but I don't think that he would be friends with somebody that's willingly sitting here saying like, "Yeah, I'll punch her in the face." Like I'll punch her in the face. Like it's a difference between the friendship of like, you know what I mean? Like if a person is just blatantly beating his girl and will sit and talk to him and tell him, then no, I don't think that's gonna be the case. But I feel like he probably will give room and talk to a friend more if it's like it was a situation. Diddy's stuff is a little more than a situation though because of that video. To me, only because it's been an opinion for so long that once you see the video, it's kind of like, so now how much of this other stuff is really just he said, she said? You know, it leads to that in certain people's minds. Now, that's not meaning he's guilty, but it also doesn't be like, it's hard to, I get what you're saying. I get like it's hard to stand in his spot because it leads for a lot of people to just put smut or a title on his name just for that spot, but it's also not fair to an extent because we don't know the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help me God. And that's what he's speaking to.
Kanye versus Iggy Azalea. This Iggy Azalea had a response for
Did
Kanye.
Kanye mess with Iggy Azalea before?
Iggy Azalea had a response for Kanye, where he said, "Hey." Kanye said, "Hey, Iggy Azalea, I need to get Onyx vocals on my song," when he was paraphrasing for Playboi Carti. Iggy's response was, "Yay, I understand the point you want to make. I say this with kindness and as a mother. Please leave my child out of this. At the end of the day, Jordan has other children. Jordan is Playboy Cardi, and she put in parentheses, less famous, doesn't matter, question mark. But it seems only my son gets harassed in perpetuity about or on behalf of a man he has no relationship with. Does he read it? Question mark. No, he's a child, but it creates a digital legacy. Sounds like what was talking about with North. And quote unquote odd, in parentheses, shitty situation for him to one day discover and endure in perpetuity from strangers online. Question, can I please have some peace? Can my son have some peace? Kanye...
I think that was a pretty decent...
Yeah, I would too, but Kanye felt otherwise when he responded with, I intentionally never smashed Iggy because of Cardi. Oh, and Rocky. Oh, and Pusha. Oh, and Tyga. Oh, and French. Oh, and you get the picture. That was Kanye's.
Damn.
That was Kanye's response. Let's hear your thoughts, Quasi.
What do you want? What do you want to hear?
Whatever your thoughts are.
I don't really have any.
All right, bet. Des, you got any thoughts for that?
That's funny as hell. Kanye's crazy.
Kanye's crazy. Point out what he's saying before you be like I ran off with what he said or whatever.
People can feel how they want to feel. I mean, I feel like he's speaking.
I think he's more mad at Cardi, and he's just taking Kanye. He just takes every angle to get at whoever he's going at. So I feel like he didn't have to go that route. He could have just went straight to Cardi, but you kind of gotta. I feel like you gotta ignore him to not get any. Like she shouldn't have probably said anything. She should have let. But my thing is, where's Cardi?
Cardi.
Like where's Cardi?
Cardi said,
so that's even.
Cardi was on Twitter, said, "Yay, shut the fuck up," and obviously hit up North. But that I think he said, "Yay, shut the fuck up" after the North situation. But Iggy responded to Kanye. Iggy said, "It's crazy how much I actually know about that man and the things I could say. Thankfully, I'm nice and don't want to involve people who don't deserve to be mixed into his manic episode. But let's keep it cute because I know who you send your penis pictures to and the weird fantasies you have / share with other men. Most of Hollywood does. It's not a very well kept secret." She also wrote, true story, he asked me to fly to Wyoming and shoot the Yeezy campaign in 2020 and I declined. Men are delusional. Hopefully the women you date / marry consent to the pictures you send of them to other men. I'm not the person he should be talking about. Yada, yada, yada. Any thoughts, Quasi?
I mean, I just hate the illusion part.
A dangerous
I hate the illusion part. Like, don't allude to things. If you're going to say it, say it.
Facts.
I feel like she said a lot.
She alluded to a lot.
She's playing
she
a
didn't
dangerous.
say a lot.
She alluded to a lot.
She just didn't put names on the bullets, but she said
you alluded to a lot.
And then Kanye, I don't think that's the game you want to play with that man. Because that man will say what you alluded, and then you'll feel stupid because he said it and he cared.
He won't say what she said because what she's saying is that he has like fantasies about men in Hollywood.
Yeah, but she's also
Kanye's not gonna come out and say like the man he has fantasies.
But she's also speaking the dick pics on the next one or something too. So that doesn't necessarily just mean men. I feel like men is what she's trying to say to get him to not say nothing. But we all know Kanye will take something and spin.
No, yeah, she could say who he sent dick pics to or whatever the case be, because that's women. But say he won't come out and say.
No, he's not gonna say that, but he's not gonna lose that type of battle to Iggy Azalea. So saying anything leads to. But he
also didn't respond to this. So I feel like.
How long ago was that? Kanye goes every so often, so that might come up. That was his next little
a couple of days ago.
All right, so let's look for the couple of days.
Like,
he cared enough to make his whole Iggy. I just read an Iggy tweet.
He already killed her.
But I don't think Iggy's tweet. I don't really think Iggy's tweet was meant for Iggy though. That's
I intentionally no. You're thinking about the first one. The second one was I intentionally never smashed Iggy because of Cardi over.
But I still think
Rocky. No, that was
right there.
I still think that's more for Cardi. I still
like you think that's more for Cardi?
Like he's talking about Iggy, but Kanye don't give a fuck.
He said and Rocky, and Pusha, and Tyga,
and French. Like Kanye couldn't smash.
But it's
just
we're not about to do that. That's all that is. But that's what that is. That's what that is. Yeah, but that's more so like, girl, shut up.
Yeah.
He's talking to Cardi, like, girl, calm down. Cardi.
Like, you're not even that relevant.
Yeah, I don't think that's really a Iggy versus Kanye. That's what that means. Like, this ain't me versus you. I'm saying your name to talk to the nigga's dad.
But That's what I'm saying. That was his response to her tweet. Her tweet was like, "Yo, can you please leave my child out of this? It's weird, da da da.
Yes,
shitty."
and his response is just, girl, don't say nothing. Let your man say nothing. Because I could have hit it. French could have hit it. Exactly. Tiger could have hit it.
No, they all did. They all did. Yeah. That's what he's saying. He said, "Oh, like he said, I intentionally never smashed because of all these people."
Yeah, like pipe down, blah.
Ridiculous.
That's all that is. I feel like, and it's only piped down because I'm really like I'm saying your name, but chill, you not.
Like, why is he even beefing with Cardi?
It's Cardi. I don't know.
You playing with my daughter? Like, what are you talking about here?
Nah,
like,
he felt hurt that he got left off the album. That was also
no, because you left me on the album. You put my daughter on there. Like,
his daughter's not on the album, brother.
Well, that's what they were saying on the internet.
Nah, he's not. I listened to the whole album. She's not on there. But after the album, he asked for her vocals to be on. Like,
either way,
to
you
work
playing
together.
with my daughter's name on the internet.
That's playing. That's a collab.
Why is you mentioning my daughter's name on the internet?
First of all, you don't got kids, so like when you said that earlier,
I'm speaking from
but that doesn't make sense. He's giving her a good opportunity.
So,
yeah,
hold on.
If we not cool, you better not say with my daughter.
That used to do the podcast with.
Who said they wasn't cool? Kanye's making them not cool.
Whatever son name is, the light skin dude,
come
right?
on, you're making it messy ass nigga. This is what we doing.
You know what I do? I get the views. Son that used to do the pod with him.
What?
He goes off through his own pod. He goes on the internet. He wants to have Jelani's baby mom or daughter as a guest.
I ain't saying baby mom.
You're not gonna, because she's older. I'm not like I don't really do the kid like this.
It's a weird example.
He wants the kid on the pod.
I see where he's going.
You're gonna feel some type of way.
Guess what? I'm gonna be like, you're not doing that.
But you're still gonna feel some type of way.
I'm not gonna be Kanye on Twitter.
Oh, yeah, you are.
No, I'm not.
And you did all that for Val? You're not gonna do that for your daughter? Like, what are we talking about?
Podcast. What are we talking about? It's different.
But if son dropped the reel or whatever,
Kanye don't drop. Kanye don't got a podcast. If this this.
But I'm just doing a parallel to podcast because you do the podcast, they do music.
They do Twitter too. So
but I'm saying they talking about albums. They talking about being left off on albums, right? They talking about being left off on albums. So if son invites somebody close to you on his podcast,
he should have invited you because you invited him on your shit.
I don't give a fuck about that.
You would care though.
Yo, you just got done. Not you just got done, but in prior episodes, you've talked about Joe Budden not giving a fuck if anyone goes and does an episode with Rory Mal. I don't give a fuck if anyone does a podcast.
Rory Mal might be different.
It's just did a podcast episode with Mouse Jones, who's the known Joe Budden hater. Or they are beef.
Exactly, like Joe's up. He's not worried about it.
He called him out on it.
He did call him out.
Oh, then that contradicts what you said, nigga. You said that.
So I'm just saying. So now you can't use that.
I mean, I might. I can't use it. I can use his example.
He'll take a hit as long as he can prove it on you.
Crazy. That's fucking. I'm not mad at it.
I'm wrong, but now you can't use that.
So all I'm saying is, you will feel some type of way too, bro. Niggas playing, especially as your daughter. Like, come on, you playing with my daughter.
This is I'm telling you what I was doing.
Why are you mentioning my daughter on the internet?
Jesse.
I'm listening.
Yeah, please listen, because he's not listening. I'm listening. Please, someone listen to me. I'm going to my daughter. I'm like, you're not doing that.
Okay.
So you're not.
I'm not going. Why would I gotta go? No, because
okay.
especially as an artist, you look crazy. Niggas got uncomfortable. Not niggas, just Kanye has gotten comfortable with Twitter fingers. Drake called out Meek for Twitter fingers. Now Kanye embraces this shit.
I don't believe you not saying that.
Meek embraces this shit with Twitter fingers. Like, y'all are rappers, y'all are artists. Niggas used to rap. Like, everything that Kanye could be doing could be put into a rap, but the nigga's not creative enough to put into a rap. That's your man.
You can't say not creative enough. Kanye.
No, I'm not dragging it.
I don't think.
I will say that because he's not the same Kanye from 05.
I don't think it has nothing to do with his creativity, though.
It does. I think because you wouldn't have to be on Twitter.
I think that's just another part of. I think he's like that's another part of his ego that he's on.
We talked about before you got here. Jesse, we talked about before you got here. He dropped the album on YouTube. He did all this as an album drop, as an album rollout.
Yeah, but I don't think you could speak to his creativity.
His creativity now is in his
production.
That's blasphemy.
That's crazy.
It's not blasphemy.
That might be the only reason people will argue with you about Kanye anymore. It's because of his
creativity is in his production. It's not in his raps and lyrics anymore.
Yeah, but creativity.
Because he also has
Because he
songwriters.
already did that.
Partisan Fontaine's written for fucking Kanye.
Hey,
Yeah, but
Right,
we don't
right,
gotta,
right,
but we don't gotta
bro.
look at Kanye. I don't really think I ever looked at Kanye solely for
Okay,
the
so that's
lyrics.
what I'm saying. He is not creative enough to put this into raps. Why is that? How is that blasphemy? How is that not true?
Neither are they.
He's reading it
okay,
instead of putting it in raps.
Okay,
Nigga, I'm
okay.
making mad sense.
Okay,
Why are you
okay,
missing
all
it?
right.
Who?
Who?
All right, he's right. You're right.
Who,
I get what
Cardi?
you're saying.
Cardi didn't put it in the raps. He went on Twitter too.
All right, so now this is what we're doing now. Now we're comparing Kanye West
No, we
to
not.
Playboy.
You
just
said that
did.
niggas ain't putting it in the music. You saying Kanye's putting it on Twitter. He not putting it in the music. Well, Cardi didn't put it in the music. He just dropped
All
the
right, that's a
album.
comparison, brother.
He
You
didn't
compare
put it in his
Kanye to
music.
Cardi. That's a comparison. That's not bad.
So
It's not a
what?
big deal.
No, don't
Now
compare
you
them
said
because it's not levels.
You said no, and it's so.
Because there's different levels, is what I'm saying. Don't compare Kanye, Cardi.
You did it.
No,
you did. All right.
You can't compare them. There's no comparison.
So I get what you're saying, but I get what he's saying that he ain't.
That's
doing
why
it
you in the
either.
middle, 'cause
But
you-
you're right. You're right. Because he's like, you can use that find creative way to just put that in the music but Kanye's never really.
But he's
been
not
like
on
that.
music right now. He's
when-
on fashion, bro.
Shout out Jared McCain.
His main focus is fashion.
Jared McCain said Kanye been bugging recently. Yo, if you're on
Y'all just listen to the masses.
huh?
Go ahead. That's just your sheep talking. Like, oh, Kanye bugging. Like, how's the man speaking his truth
I'm glad you
bugging?
said the sheep talking because we was
Yeah, because that's all
we was
niggas
talking about
do,
the sheep
like,
before the podcast.
All
Niggas
they
didn't-
do is
niggas
listen
knew
to
what
what
the sheep was
everybody's
saying.
saying. Just run with everybody says.
Yo,
like,
if you're on
bro,
YouTube or
formulate your
Facebook,
own
make sure
opinion.
you tap in. We doing this live and we having good conversations.
If Kanye is speaking
So you
his
need.
truth,
I get what you're saying. So you saying whoever's answering can't just say generic responses like.
If
give
you
you a
are on
reason.
YouTube or Facebook,
Kanye
make sure you
bugging,
comment. We
Kanye
having
crazy.
good,
Like,
we
that's
having
the
good
narrative.
conversations.
Yeah.
Leave a comment, leave a question, opinion. We will
the
respond
man is
to it.
coming out telling you out his own mouth. They trying to make me. They trying to drug me. They trying to get me on these meds. They trying to bring me to these psych wards. They trying to do.
I
this.
do
He's saying
understand.
this out
I
of his
don't
own mouth,
understand
right?
why.
What the fuck does that have to do with the music industry?
No,
what does
he's
that have to
just-
do with?
he's pretty
what
much
does that have to do
saying
with
why
Iggy, Playboy
you-
Cardi, Drake,
Yeah,
Kendrick.
but
what
what
does
he's,
that have to do
I'm
with all
he's saying
that?
is
I'm
how
speaking to
everybody
people saying
catching
crazy.
all that, but they not catching that.
Yeah,
type thing.
they
Like,
wanna
you
catch
catching
all the
when you
rants.
catch all that, but you're not catching.
Catching
you
that he
don't
needs to be out.
stick into
He's
that.
they trying to put him on meds because he's acting erratic and man.
How's
and
he
nuts.
acting erratic?
The fuck? Okay. How's he acting erratic?
Yes.
I'm glad you asked.
Explain.
Oh, I'm about to. I'm about to. Don't worry. Kanye versus Beyonce and Jay-Z. Kanye, from the desk of Kanye West, the nigga said on Twitter.
I'm ready.
Yeah, I know you did. Wait.
You don't have to bring
No.
up people's kids though. You don't have to regurgitate like him.
No,
speaking on
I'm
people's
reading
kids.
tweets. You asked me how he's erratic.
But
I'm
I don't
reading
want
to
to
you.
speak on people's kids.
Oh
though,
no,
like,
no,
calling
no!
people's
I know.
kids
Me
that's
neither.
crazy.
Me neither. Because you're not erratic and I'm not. But Kanye is. So I'm gonna. You ask me how he's erratic.
I'll speak on people's kids in that manner if it came down to it.
All right, so you're erratic. That would you be
But
you.
what
being
I'm
acting
saying
erratic.
is,
Let me
we don't
read
have
the
to
tweet.
this moment.
No.
I mean, if you want to,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Yes.
But what I'm saying, I wouldn't.
I was lost for like
Right?
5 seconds. I'm here. Okay, he was going.
Right?
He's
I mean, if you want to speak on the kids like that,
this is him defending his bids.
no, you can paraphrase it. All I'm saying is you don't
No.
want to call the kids.
I got the
think-
receipts. I don't have to paraphrase. I got the receipts.
But you know what
What
sucks
is we
though
talking
too?
about?
Like y'all both got points right now though, bro, because he's right. Like if you just go and he goes and has to defend his situation, it's gonna make him look.
yeah, that don't mean him fucking right. That means him fucking like he needs like I
No,
got the
the-
receipts. What are we
You
talking
don't have
about?
receipts.
No, but it's gonna make him look crazy. It's gonna make him
Bro,
look like
at the end of the day,
I got it right here. Let me.
Whatever
he don't
he's
even want me to
saying,
say it. That's what's crazy.
I just
This
don't
like the
want you
N-word. He don't even want me to
kids.
say it. Why people
I don't
say
want
it?
you to talk about somebody's kids.
I'm not talking
Yes,
about
you are.
it.
Once you bring it
Kanye
up.
is.
Once
I'm
you
reading what
re-speak
Kanye
it,
said.
But once you
That's
be
what-
speaking, you're
So
bringing
can we?
it.
So we can
Wait,
talk
wait,
about
wait,
it
wait,
without
wait, wait,
saying
wait,
it.
Yeah,
wait,
that's what I'm
wait,
saying.
wait,
Oh, so
wait,
he's
wait.
saying we could talk
And
about
that's
it.
crazy.
You just don't gotta
And that's
say it.
and that's crazy. That's
No, it's
that's
not.
crazy.
They do that all the time.
Do
on
you-
the
Why
Joe
would
Rogan
you?
podcast.
Why would you? So you're saying
I just don't.
he?
think
We're
that
talking
we
about.
need to-
We're talking about Kanye.
Read it.
He brought up kids.
Read it.
That's not me bringing up kids. That's not me
Read it.
talking about like what?
It is because you're shedding light on it.
Yeah, I'm sending
So
that
go ahead.
Kanye. Nigga, what? I just
Y'all
need you to
both-
understand.
You know funny. Y'all don't
Nah.
understand that y'all doing the same thing to each other though. You realize that,
Not
right?
really.
He's doing the same thing to
He's
you that
trying.
you're doing
No,
to him.
he's trying to do what
Oh,
I'm
no, that's
That's
crazy.
crazy. To each
He's
other.
trying to do what
Alright.
I'm doing to him.
No, definitely not.
Yes.
Because nigga just said that I'm talking about Beyonce and Jay-Z's kids by reading what Kanye said.
are.
That's insane. That's why you fuck with Kanye, because that's insane. But it's all love, though.
But at the end of the day, right?
Nigga don't even. That's how bad nigga doesn't want me to read it. That's crazy. What else? What else?
Read it.
I'm trying. I've been trying. Go ahead. Oh.
See that?
Oh.
Go ahead. But if niggas is true, whatever, if you're not liked, it's easy to not be liked.
This nigga defending.
And that's a fact.
He's
I
defending
feel like
to the grave.
I just feel
Kanye
like,
was the most well liked when he was
Until
put
what?
out.
Until the masses.
Until he started acting nuts.
No, until they sway you to not like them.
Until he hopped up on the fucking MTV stage and took the fucking mic, the trophy away from
if I'm
Taylor
being
Swift,
honest,
and every year after brought it up
sometimes he's
for clout
tricky,
chasing.
man.
So
Sometimes I feel like
So
he's
what?
bugged out, and then sometimes
He's calculated.
he makes that shit make sense, bro.
Because he's
Like,
calculated.
it's both. I feel like
Can I read?
that's
do you
crazy.
know what tweet? Do you know
I think that's crazy.
Do you know-
Yes, I know it. Yeah, I mean,
All right,
this
so
is the
can,
start.
damn,
That's crazy.
I'm just trying. Yeah, can we get
That's
to it? And then
crazy.
let's,
It
yeah,
is.
he already said it's crazy. Kanye, I mean, fucking Quasi says he's right, but let's.
No,
let's
he's
get
saying
to that.
that's his truth.
Yo, he's trying to.
Oh, you literally. I promise you. I promise.
That's why he's doing.
I
what
did that
he's doing.
verbatim.
You
I did that
know,
verbatim. You said he's right, and that's why I said.
No, I said that's his truth.
That's what he said. I mean, unless
I
wasn't
wish.
here
I
and he
swear
said
to
that.
God, I would.
Run
I
it
would. If I could-
back.
Yeah.
I fucking said that from the jump. That's his truth.
Unless it was when I
And the
was
clip
here.
is gonna run back. And the clip is gonna run back.
Run it back.
And the clip.
Are
is
you
gonna run
saying-
back.
but are you
no,
saying
he
he
verbatim
said-
said he's right?
But did he
What
say he's
said.
right in the Iggy conversation? And now you're.
No, he said it like that's why I brought
What
up.
did I say he was right about?
He said that's his truth.
What? No. What did I say he was right about?
The tweet that I've been trying to read for like 20 minutes.
But what in the tweet is he right about?
Yeah, he didn't say
I don't know.
that.
You
Because
said
I never
it, nigga.
said that. Like, there's nothing for him to be right about in the tweet.
You remember,
That's the
all
whole
right,
point.
Jesse wasn't here before the
Okay,
pod.
see, so
Jesse
that's
wasn't.
what it
No,
was.
Jesse wasn't here before the
All right,
pod.
so then I
Jesse
don't
wasn't.
know.
We didn't even speak about it.
Wait, Jesse wasn't here before the pod. But before the pod, I was trying to bet you $50. Bet me $50 that you said that he was right about this tweet.
Oh, so he got it somewhere else.
No. I don't got it somewhere else. It was a different subject. He didn't want to bet though. Like that's the funny thing. But I'm saying another bet that you said he was right about the tweets.
I don't want to bet,
Of course not.
but
Why
know
wouldn't you
for a
want
fact-
to, Jesse?
But I know
I didn't hear him say
because
that.
again, you
I just
can't
heard
tell me
him
what I
say-
said he was right about.
All right.
I just heard him say he's
All right,
speaking his
but
truth.
and then the nigga when a nigga don't want to bet, what that mean?
That
That he not
that I
confident.
don't want to
That
bet.
he not confident in
Bro,
what he's
my
talking
confidence
about.
stays on 1,000.
So why don't you want to bet then?
Because I don't
If
think
it's an
there's
easy
anything
bet, I'm
substantial
taking the
to
bet. It's fine. It doesn't matter. It don't matter. Let me get to the fucking tweet that I've been trying to get to for 20 minutes. Kanye said, and this is him Kanye being erratic. Or not. I don't know. Depends on who you ask. Wait. Has anyone ever seen Jay-Z and Beyonce's kids? Younger kids. They're retarded. No, like literally. And this is why artificial insemination is such a blessing. Having retarded children is a choice. I need everyone to know that I took that post about Jay-Z and Beyonce's family down and Jerry Lorenz, I took it down like Down syndrome. Get it? Am I right? Am I right? Fuck the world. Real talk. Fuck everybody. How do you defend your man now?
What do you want me to defend? That's his truth, bro. Like, what do you want me to say, bro? That's how he feels.
So, what does that mean? Do you defending that or not? Or is he right?
What
Is he still that's still your guy?
Yes, still my guy. Like what?
So where does the line cross with you? The line crosses at pedophile?
Yeah, definitely pedophile.
That's the bar.
Like, yeah,
so niggas
done.
can do it. Niggas do whatever they want. And pedophile is where it stops.
You know,
But
I
see,
have
that's
Morris
why.
Code,
That's where I
Morris
feel
Compass,
like. But that's why I feel like he defended when you said fan so much, because being a fan, then you would have to think like that. Like, where does the line cross? But being somebody that just likes something about something that somebody
not
does.
just likes, but you kind of not saying that you're a fanatic, but you do.
But
that's your
certain-
guy, so you
certain-
defend him at every angle. You have defended him because that's your guy. It makes sense.
But certain people like people.
What do you mean?
for what-
No.
What I'm saying is,
I'm not defending him. I'm defending like the fact that that's his truth. He feels that way. Who are we to say he can't tweet that? That's
but
what
I,
I'm defending.
I think in Kanye's case, for him especially,
I'm
like
not. No one's
people-
saying that you can't tweet it. You are wrong
Says who though?
Your
That's
moral
what I'm saying.
compass.
That's what I'm
You
trying to
want to
say.
talk about a moral compass
But
and then
clearly-
forget about a moral
But
compass.
clearly to him, that's not violating the moral compass because he felt disrespected by Jay-Z and Beyonce for whatever reason. So he felt like fuck you and your kids.
Did
Nigga, this is what it is.
Jay-Z and Beyonce talk about his kids?
Just because you didn't talk about his kids don't mean you didn't disrespect them in some shape.
How
or
did
fashion.
they disrespect
We don't
him?
know.
Oh,
But clearly he feels that way because that's the way he's talking about him.
What do we-
So clearly
what-
he
you
must
just-
feel some
you-
type of way towards Jay-Z and Beyonce to speak about them.
but Kanye feels some type of way about everybody.
Well, so what?
Okay, I can't wait for this to drop. I can't wait for this clip to drop.
It's live. Like, what are you talking
I
about?
can't wait for it to drop as a clip though. Like it was specified to.
I just think
They be like,
personally,
this nigga gotta be Kanye's cousin. Or
I
something.
no, I just think
No,
personally,
they just sheep and they don't
we just-
think free. They're not a free thinker.
yes,
So like,
because
if you,
in the same breath, like I don't agree with some of the things that he's saying, but his stance, I
With
feel-
Kanye or Quasi?
With Quasi, but his stance, I be feeling the same way sometimes about Jay-Z. So I understand what he's defending, if that makes any sense. Like he's not just defending straight up like some of the overall situations. He's defending the masses of niggas that only need to hear 5 words and then they hate him. Type of thing, you know, it's like
Right,
it's
but
so
the
easy to
evi-
hate.
But
it's
the
so
evidence
easy
is like
to hate
the evidence
versus-
is a mountain.
I mean,
because
you can't-
everybody think they're fucking therapists and they just diagnosing people on the internet.
Facts. That's a
Like
fact, too.
everybody just want to diagnose nigga. Oh, he got mental health issues. He got this issues. He got problems. Like,
Justin,
bitch,
you
look
fucking
in the
with
mirror.
that Dom?
Most of y'all don't.
fucking with
Most
that
people
Dom?
can't even sit with themselves for 20 minutes with no type of music, no noise, no nothing, no TV in the background. You can't even sit with yourself for 20 minutes. You're not even comfortable with yourself, but yet y'all get on this internet and just judge people all day and point fingers. Point your finger at yourself. Fix yourself before you try to diagnose other people on the internet.
But if a nigga, I get what you're right. I'm
But
not
like,
saying,
that's all people
not
do all
wrong,
day,
okay.
bro.
That's not
Alright,
wrong.
alright, yeah.
But if a nigga is wrong, a nigga is wrong.
Wrong. That's
But y'all
true,
niggas
too.
is worried about the wrong shit being wrong. Like, focus on yourself.
No, not even.
Yeah,
Bro, wait, 'cause
it's
we
just
got-
all
yes,
projection.
yes, it's not over yet.
It's all just projection.
No, because there are niggas.
All people
No,
do
no,
all
it's
day
not.
is
It's not.
project,
Yo,
project,
Quasi.
project.
Because niggas are not all niggas. Because there are
Niggas
some
worried
niggas
about
that
a
still
nigga
rock with
being
Donald
wrong.
Trump. But there are a lot of people in America that are pissed at Donald Trump and are trying to hold Donald Trump accountable because he's doing
What?
a whole bunch of fuck shit.
Like what?
We'll get to it. Don't even worry. You hear this?
We,
Like what?
let's get to
We
it.
gonna-
What fuck
I
shit?
got a list.
Like, this is
nigga.
what I'm
I got a
saying.
list. I'm organized.
All
we
people
gonna
do-
get to it next.
All people do all day is project. They don't,
They do.
because that's naturally what we do as humans,
That's
right?
That has nothing to do with what we're talking about. Though.
Yes, it does.
Talk to me.
Because that's
Tell me.
all we
Tell
do
me
is
how.
project, right? So if you on the internet spewing hate towards Kanye West, you just projecting that self-hate you got towards yourself.
Keith on YouTube said, "Yo." And maybe I guess he must be projecting. Keith on YouTube said, "Yo, go look at Kanye post and tell me he's normal. He says he's a Nazi."
What does a Nazi mean?
The Nazis are the ones that were responsible for the Holocaust.
I don't think none
Look
of
up
his
the
Twitter
definition.
shit.
The Nazis were the one that were responsible for the Holocaust.
Bro, we don't even gotta get into that, bro. We
Oh,
don't,
no,
because we
you see the thing?
because we so quick to defend the Nazi shit,
What?
but don't want to defend
Defend?
non-black, bro.
No, you're defending the
Quick to come
Nazis,
out the
nigga.
windows for the Jews.
I'm not defending the
Oh, he
Nazis.
said he was a Nazi, Hitler. This and oh my God, it's so
Wait for it,
bad.
wait for it.
Niggas
What's the
love
point?
to
What's
just
the
fucking
point?
defend the Hitler shit and
No
make
one's
it seem
defending
like the
that.
Holocaust was so bad. 6 million
So
Jews
bad.
died, but how many black niggas died? Niggas killed over 100 million black niggas. Like,
And
what
they
are you talking about?
and they got
Y'all don't-
reparations, right? And they
Come
got
on, bro.
reparations.
But niggas don't want to be erratic about that. Niggas don't want to be erratic about that.
did.
Fuck
Niggas
out
are-
of that dumb
niggas
shit.
are erratic
No,
about
they're not.
slavery.
No, they're not.
Yes,
No,
they
they're
are.
not. No, they're not. No, they're not. Because if
You
there was,
tell niggas to get over
because if there
slavery.
was, we would have got
Don't,
reparations.
aren't you the same guy that tell niggas to get over slavery?
I'm the slavery mindset. Get over the slavery mindset.
but not slavery. Not slavery. The
You
fact
can't
slavery.
get over something that happened. Like, what are you talking about?
So you're not the one that they say that the black community has a victim mentality.
Yes, they do.
Based off of slavery and racism
That's
and
what I just
oppression.
said. Get over the slavery mindset. That don't mean you can't understand
Now we're
what
talking
took
in
place.
circles. What's Facebook saying? That was crazy.
Nah, what's crazy is
What's crazy? You tell me what's crazy because I'm telling you what's
that
crazy.
victim mentality, man. Folks is crazy. Motherfuckers don't even be thinking for themselves, so I don't even like. I really don't care what
I don't know.
majority of people gotta say. Cause
It's
they don't
crazy
think for
because in a
themselves.
lot of these arguments, y'all both are like right to a point. Like he's right. There's more than half of the people that got shit to say about Kanye that really don't even know as much as you know, type of thing. Like versus they're just heard 5 people say man, he's going crazy on Twitter. Da-da-da. They heard
But what
one
does
tweet,
he know?
and now they're
He
saying
never been around Kanye. So what do you know? Only thing he knows is his tweets too.
I hate that mindset because I've heard that like who knows anything about Donald Trump because you
Yeah,
never had a
is-
conversation with Donald Trump.
That does
Nigga,
sound like
what?
an escape sometimes
Okay,
when you
it's
get
not
to
an
that
escape,
point.
but at the end of the day, we don't have no actions behind it. All we have is what? Tweets. He could be in his room laughing while he's tweeting this. He could be in the
What
room
does that
with
matter?
Iggy.
Yeah, but
He
that
could be in the room laughing while he's tweeting
Words matter?
That does matter, bro, because
Come
the only reason why I
on.
feel like it does is because
Because it's Kanye.
I agree with, like, I hate
Yes.
it, like, with Hulk Hogan when he was doing all that
Racist
racist stuff, but he was on his phone and it was in his privacy. I feel like that's messed up. It was in his privacy. It shouldn't be looked at as bad as people are trying to look at it. That's messed up for whoever put that out. But Kanye is naturally picking his
For the
phone
public,
up
wanting
and
to-
giving
want
it
to know.
to us. That's a little
And you know what's
different,
crazy?
so it's crazy.
The nigga does it for the publicity. He
Yeah.
just dropped an album on YouTube or whatever. What,
So
yesterday?
what?
Friday or whatever? So he doesn't even if he's doing it for haha giggles or whatever, he's doing that because
Is he a billionaire?
that's what it's said. Yeah, I mean that's what
Think
it's
so?
confirmed honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you must be a billionaire or whatever. But I don't know.
The only reason why on both ends, I feel like on both ends, why is he, like I feel like we've watched people
Bro,
get tarnished
it
for
just-
doing these kind of things. So he got it, to me, he got to be right to a certain extent. But
He got who
like
got to be
some
right?
of Kanye, but like the Jay-Z, that kind of stuff, I don't understand how he's allowed to just do that.
Get it done?
Because he's a grown ass man. He can do whatever he wants.
No, I mean, I get that, but other people will be canceled
As long as he's not a
completely
pedophile,
for
it's
that
okay
shit.
with Quasi.
Bro, at the end of the day, it goes back to my one point, right?
Shit.
We can't have no leaders as black folks because whoever we deem as a leader, whoever the quote unquote is in charge, they're gonna put out a stigma about them,
Man, they're gonna
and
slowly.
the masses is
I
gonna
agree
follow
with
that.
that.
What does that have
I
to do with
agree
it?
with
Because
that.
if there's some people who look up to Kanye,
And what's,
I
guess what that is?
and then all y'all out here saying, "Oh, Kanye crazy,
You know,
Kanye crazy."
you
When
know-
the man gets on the internet every once a week, twice a week, telling you I'm not crazy, I'm okay. They trying to put me on these meds. They
Yes.
trying to say I'm this. They trying to put me in these hospitals. They trying to do this. If the man is coming out telling you he knows what he's doing, who the fuck are we to say this nigga's radical? This nigga's doing this. He's having an episode. He's literally coming out telling you he knows what he's doing.
So, bro, that,
So
all
when
that
he go on
says
the
is
internet
that-
and talk about Jay-Z's kids and all this,
So all
it
that
ain't
says-
Kanye West
this is
having an
crazy.
episode. It's Kanye West speaking his truth.
Right. So that either means that he's
So how is it crazy?
so that all that means is that
Nigga,
either-
what? This niggas that talk about
Can I
people's
tell
kids
you what
every
it means?
day.
Can I
That's
tell
what
you
we
what it means?
talking about.
Can I tell you what it means? That either
What
means
does it
either-
mean?
That means either he's crazy
How?
or a bad person.
How? So you never talked about nobody's kids before? Oh, okay. There we have it again, folks. Like, stop, bro. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, we
We didn't
can't
just
be
talk about-
niggas, once again, motherfuckers
Wait,
pulling
wait,
niggas out on the
wait,
internet
wait, 'cause
for
that's
shit that they do in
crazy.
real life
No.
or shit that they can't do. That's all the internet does.
Have I talked about people's kids before? Not the way that he has.
Oh, so sin is a sin or is there levels to sin?
We're not
There's levels
talking
to
about.
sin.
We're not. This is not
Because-
church. We're not talking about sinning and going
No,
to
it's
hell.
a parallel, bro. It's a parallel. You
Go
can't
ahead.
say, "Oh, I talked about
I'm not
people's
saying
kids," but not to that level.
All right, but I'm not saying I've never sinned before. I'm not saying that I'm perfect, but I'm also not going on public fucking line or whatever on the internet bashing women, children, men, everyone. Just honestly, just for attention. He's not even doing this. If he
just
wasn't dropping an
bashed
album,
another black man from the town on the internet.
but am I doing that with women and children? Or am I just if I was one person?
You just bashed a woman and a man the other 2 weeks ago on the internet.
I was
a black woman
I
and a
was-
black
I
man. You
was-
just tarnished off of emotion. It don't matter.
I was responding, so there was that. There was that.
No, first of
there was
all,
that point.
yo,
Because you said you want to keep bringing up
Yo.
shit. You just want to keep bringing up shit.
responding to what?
Hey man, say
Responding
man.
to what?
I'm trying to say, not say niggas names because niggas say that I'm clout chasing if I say niggas names. So
Cloud chasing.
not you. The community, the sheep. I mean, you say they're sheep 1 minute, or no, you say people are sheep 1 minute, but don't
I
understand
stand on the sheep.
how the but you don't. But what you was back in the community when they was moving as sheep, but you didn't see that.
No. See,
It's mad easy.
No,
This is mad
see,
easy. This is mad easy.
I gotta
like
remove
this.
myself from
I like
situations
this.
and look
Alright.
from different perspectives.
Where we at?
Right? So if I can remove myself and say, hey, if I was Jelani in this situation or if I was Velas in this situation, how would I feel? What would be my perspective? I know how to do that with every situation. And most people can't do that. They only know to see things from their perspective and how they makes them feel.
So then they're sheep then.
That's a fact.
That's sheep, is that not?
All right. So when I'm telling you, Jelani, I don't care about the situation entirely. You calling him a clown or not, but this is why people are feeling a certain way.
I feel like I'm not
you can't see that and take accountability
so
in that.
Then both sides. Yeah, you good at playing devil's advocate. But that's cool.
And that's
you don't think no?
Nah.
No, because you should be
But at the end of the day, we're not giving that light. We're not giving that light. That's not one of the.
But I'm just saying as a whole.
This is again another him being brought up for no fucking reason.
Yeah, but I don't even think that he's necessarily speaking to the bringing him up point. I think he's speaking more to like the yes. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
that's
I'm
all.
gonna let that rock. What's it called? Kanye versus everybody else. No, or Kanye versus Kendrick. This is a Kanye episode.
He don't fuck with Kendrick.
He don't fuck with Kendrick because of what? For why?
I don't know.
No, I know.
Why?
Because Charlamagne the God has said it, and I'm sure other people have said it. Kendrick is getting the quote unquote attention that Kanye wishes that he was getting.
Oh my God.
Oh, you know, that's not true either. That's not true either. Nothing is true that's negative about Kanye.
Why does he care?
Kendrick, Charlamagne the God has said that Kendrick. Why does he care?
Yes.
The nigga goes on Twitter for everything he cares about. Why does he care that he was left off the album for Playboi Carti?
Because he thought he was going to be on the album. Like, what are we talking about? If you thought you was going to be on the album when the album dropped, you're not on there.
Was Playboi Carti on Donda? Mad times?
Yes.
How many times?
Well, he does it.
Like 3 times.
Again, we're comparing Kanye and Playboi freaking Carti. Like,
and
why?
He went platinum with Carnival.
So he's saying, what does Kendrick have to do with this right now? That's what you're saying? Like, what you're saying?
No, he's saying why. He said, why does?
What are you saying? You're saying again, we're comparing Playboi Carti.
We're comparing Kanye West to Playboi Carti. Like, Kanye is supposed to be a hip hop rap legend or whatever, and Playboi Carti is Playboi fucking Carti. Like, Playboi Carti's not a legend. Playboi Carti's not a rap hip hop legend.
You still got it, but you still got to see the angle. Like, that's still an angle, bro.
Yes,
like,
you can be
I put you on my shit 3 times, bro. Like, I
literally put you on in the game.
I might.
No, he didn't put him on.
Oh my God!
But wait.
Kanye,
because I knew he was
Playboi Carti in the game.
But you can't say that he didn't boost his shit up. Like, there might be a high percentage.
Once he saw his shit was moving.
One's from.
Their first collab is like in the last few years.
Yeah, but that you don't think Kanye. You don't think Kanye.
Cardi fans. I hope Cardi fans. This is gonna be a clip. I hope Cardi fans eat you alive because how are you gonna say Kanye put Playboi Carti on?
They're delusional as fuck.
Tell me how he did then.
Who has a bigger name? Who has a bigger name?
Kanye.
From the beginning, right? From the beginning.
How does that
so as soon as you stand next to me,
yes, you gonna get
your value goes up.
I agree. You don't agree to that?
Let me ask you a question.
You don't agree with that?
That's the same premise of why they felt like you was talking about Bell because
that's
Bell on the podcast.
That's 1 + 1 equals 2.
All right,
go ahead.
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Question.
Go ahead, because even if Kanye isn't
being loud doesn't mean you're right.
No, because he's right, bro. Even if Kanye isn't,
now he's getting loud,
bro. Because listen, think about it. Wait, before you ask the question, even if Kanye isn't making music, even if Kanye isn't making the music, even if Kanye isn't making the music, but he's doing the Twitter rant. Now everybody looks at the album from the Twitter rant, and you got Cardi on that shit 3 times. So either way you look at it, he's bringing more eyes to Cardi, and he's the more popular artist.
Did Jay-Z put Drake on?
Nobody.
Wayne did.
Yeah,
no.
right.
Yes. Wayne did. But did Jay-Z? But did Jay-Z?
How did Jay-Z?
But did Jay-Z? But there's old school Hov fans that might have never listened to Drake at all, but heard a Jay-Z Drake collab, and now they listen to Drake more.
Hold on, I don't
Jay-Z put Drake on in the game.
But where did they ever say that?
His point was saying that Kanye put Playboi Carti on in the game.
You're defining him.
But where did they say Drake
I don't think
put Drake on that?
Huh?
Where did anybody ever say Drake got put on?
Nobody. That's like that's because also nobody.
Kanye put Playboi on. What are you talking about?
I've never seen that in my life.
There's a whole.
How can you say
a whole
that?
class that Kanye put on. ASAP Rocky.
So put on or inspired?
Same difference.
No, it's not the same.
Oh my God.
Well, it's the same.
That's like saying J. Cole says that Nas and Tupac inspired
it's the
him.
same
They didn't put him on.
Nah, they put him on.
It's the same for Cardi because Cardi was on Donda 3
Tupac
times.
and Nas, how did Nas
Now
put
I'm
him
missing
on?
the point.
Once you stand next to me.
It is the same though because you was on Donda, so we can't speak
Yeah,
to that.
Cardi was successful before Donda.
So if Joe Budden right now does an episode over here, and now your podcast blow up, he ain't put you on?
That's the difference.
Yes or no?
That's a difference.
Yes,
Yes.
So you
But
already started the podcast.
No.
You already got views.
Even if you
You
got,
already got views.
even if you got 1 million subscribers, if Joe Budden put you in a thing,
They didn't put me on.
yes, he
shit,
did because you're gonna go to
No.
2. You're gonna go
Oh
to
my
3.
God.
No.
Yes, it's
Y'all
levels.
bugging.
How?
All right.
No,
We can do this all day. So you're saying that Kevin Hart put Kai Cenat on because he went on his fucking stream? Y'all fucking out of your
Yes.
mind.
He put him on
Yes.
to another.
Oh my
light.
God!
You put him in another light.
No.
That first sleepover.
Listen.
I'm
If
saying-
Kai Cenat starts doing movies, I'll give you that
What
Kevin
you
Hart
think
put
they
him
working
on.
on?
Huh?
What you think they working on?
Okay, but that's in the future. That's
Movies
not
take time to
Yeah,
shoot.
but that's still
okay.
putting
But
them on.
that's okay. So I'm agreeing. If he starts doing movies, that's a different venture. Right now, currently, he did this. He's on 2 streams with that nigga.
But we don't know where they're at right now.
Kevin
But
Hart
he said
didn't
they're
put Kai
in the
Cenat
mix.
on.
Those are his two
He's
funniest
saying that
streams.
thing that makes him making a
most
movie.
views.
I'm sticking to your points. Who's to say that he got the most views off Kevin Hart shit?
Look it up.
Exactly. You don't know. Stop.
Look it
I
up.
know you didn't talk about shit that you don't know.
Look it up.
Calling
I
me
seen
out.
it on
Calling-
Twitter. What are you talking about? Look it up.
No, you put it's still the word putting
That
on.
shit
And that's a
It
collab.
doesn't
That's a
mean-
collab because Drewski was
by
part of
him
that
saying-
too.
but
But
by
Drewski
him-
put Kai Cenat on?
but
Or
by
did
him
Kai Cenat
saying-
put Drewski on? Like,
But by
no.
him saying
It's a
that
collaboration.
when you say you put somebody on,
But
that
who got
doesn't
more clout?
mean that you saying that like you. That's what it means. It doesn't mean that you saying
You put him in
I'm
another
the-
light.
Yes.
Wait,
It just-
putting you in another
might,
light.
You might have just as much as me, but these people might not watch you. They watch me. If I pull you over here, I put you on. To a whole, you might have put me on too, because now you got your side that don't listen to me. It's still putting them on.
So
it's putting them on to another.
That's but you're bending it because like that's like saying you could also say with that logic that Playboy Cardi put Kanye on to Cardi fans. That's fucking stupid as shit.
No,
not
because
true.
How is
Cardi
that not
fans
true?
is already Kanye
you didn't have
fans.
him on his true. You didn't put me on your album.
With the collaboration, you know how many Cardi fans?
I'll
How many
put
Cardi
you-
fans are
it's-
listening to that collab? That Carnival
But
collab?
it's my album. They came to me. They came over here to
That's
me.
Cardi-
You
That's
didn't put
him.
me on. They came to me to listen to
Yeah,
you. came over
he
here.
brought them over.
Yes.
So he put them onto
No,
you.
Kanye brought them over. If Cardi
Kanye
would've
didn't pull them over.
Yes.
Cardi pulled them over.
No,
Because it's a-
Kanye. By pulling Cardi over, he pulled the fans over. Kanye brought them over. If Cardi puts Kanye on the album, then what you're saying is true.
Bro,
'Cause
it
now
can't
I'm
never be
pulling
true.
you-
it can never be true.
What can never be?
I
true?
think it
Cardi-
can be.
He's trying to help you.
No,
What
it
the
is.
fuck can
It
never
can't
be
be
true?
true.
Cardi can never put
saying that
Kanye on.
Cardi-
You can never put
I don't-
Kanye on.
I don't agree with that.
You can never put him on.
I don't agree with
I'm
that.
gonna
I don't
put this-
agree.
I'm gonna put this
How
out
can
there.
you put him on?
I'm
Cardi-
gonna put this out there.
if
real quick.
Cardi
Real quick.
would've put-
Let me
You're
just
not a
intersect.
bigger
Let me just
artist.
intersect. Let me just intersect.
You're not a bigger name. You're not bigger than anything.
Yeah, but
so
you
how
have-
can you put him on?
You have a
Let me just
whole,
intersect.
you have a whole circle
Can I just
full
say-
of
They
fans
already know me.
Can I
that
just
don't.
say-
There's a
They
whole
already know me.
Not them
There
punk
are-
rock. We
there
just
are Cardi fans that
we
don't
just
rock
couldn't
with Kanye.
answer. We just
They may
couldn't.
not rock with him, but they know him.
We couldn't. We
They
just
don't listen
couldn't.
to him.
We just couldn't answer the punk genre. We just couldn't answer the question of
Can I-
punk. There
listen,
might be
hey,
some
facts,
punk
that's
people
big facts,
that
big
listen to
facts.
Cardi
Can I
that
just
never
say-
heard
can I
Kanye
just- Jesse,
at all.
Can I just
They
interrupt?
know who he is.
Can I interrupt you and
They
Quasi
may
real
not listen
fast?
to his music, but niggas know Kanye, bro.
Can I interrupt this
Sorry,
real fast?
this
Can I
is
just-
Yee we talking
can I
about.
just say- can I-
Yeezy shoes jumping.
can I just
Yeezy
say-
jumped over the jump
It
man.
doesn't matter if they know him if they're not listening
Yeezy
to
jumped
him.
over the jump man.
Can
It's
I-
crazy.
yeah.
I'm not.
And he's not a Jordan fan. But what's
He
going on?
did.
Let me can I?
So that's
Can I-
summer
Quasi,
2006.
Quasi, can you hear me?
Stop.
Can you hear me, Quasi? Quasi, just let me answer me if you can hear me.
For 2 months.
Are you acting erratic right now?
2 months.
Stop.
Can I just? I just want to say this one thing.
Jordans is weak.
I like.
They still buying that
Jesse,
shit.
Jesse, I finally got Quasi to
Wait a
chill.
minute, hold on.
Jesse,
See,
real
he's
quick.
doing this.
One
Them
statement,
cool grade
one-
9s, I can't get them right now.
Trash.
I can't get
You
them.
shouldn't want them.
It's 2020.
New York niggas.
You shouldn't
Go
want
ahead,
them.
it's 20. I can't get them,
Can I just say
bro.
one thing? Can I
Damn.
just say one thing?
Go ahead.
I like this dynamic. I like this combination. It's good. It's even though it's all over the place, it's still good vibes. I'm not mad at it. As y'all continue.
Yeezy jumped over the jump man, man.
I'm not jacking that.
And he did it in sales. It
He
don't
re-
matter what you say.
Bro,
It's
he
the sales that
re-released-
proved it.
He re-released
I
the
don't
Cool
agree- I
Grade
don't
9 like
agree with
3
that. I don't agree
times.
with
The
that.
sales prove it. It don't matter what you agree with.
He
No, the sales-
re-released
the
one
sales ain't
shoe.
doing it no more.
He re-released
Yeah,
one.
like-
He's not still dropping
He
Yeezys that are
Jordan
crazy.
re-released a shoe. This might be the 4th time. I
Yeah,
can't
retros.
get
Yeah,
'em.
they keep
It's the
cycling.
4th time he
Yeah, you
re-released
can't talk
the
to
same
him.
shoe.
I
I
said
cannot
something
get
about
'em.
them dumbass niggas going to buy
Oh,
them.
that's where you want to go with it. He's crazy.
Very
He's
much
just
so,
the
very
4th
much so.
time. I
All
can't
right,
get
where
him.
we at?
I should be able to get him for cheap too.
This has been.
It takes a fool.
Get the. I
What do
want to
you?
get
What
the
do you?
Trump
What do you?
out
How do you
here,
feel
man.
about homophobic slurs?
Yo, this guy is insane.
He's trying to get you
What do you
banned.
mean?
He's trying to get you banned. He's trying to get you YouTube
As far as
banned.
what?
What?
As far as what?
As far as what?
Like the
I'm
F
not
word.
homo. I'm
Like
not
the F
homo.
word.
I'm not a homo. I'm
Like
not
just
a
the F
homo,
word.
so I don't get offended by it.
I feel like
So I'm not offended by homophobic slurs.
Everybody go viral. This is crazy. So you're cool with homophobics and niggas using.
I don't think
homophobic
people
slurs?
should just go out and just say things that hurt people. No, that's fucked up.
But you also
All
don't
right, but
like you.
Kanye's doing that.
But you, it's like you. All right, so you don't care.
So?
what do you care? What do you have to say about white people saying the N word?
Yeah, that was
You
my next thing. I
probably
wasn't
feel
even
the
gonna say it.
same
'Cause I already know
way.
it. 'Cause I already know it.
ER, look with the yes, let's go there. Fuck it. Because look, I was about to go with the A, but he seems like he might be strong on that. Yeah, the ER.
It depends on the context.
This is crazy.
It depends on like words. Like
Say, you need the specifics. You
like
with-
I know. Like, I know
man.
when a white person is using that. They want to see me act out of character.
I feel the same
So
way. Fact.
when you say, "Oh, nigga," that you want me to show you that I'm a nigga,
Yeah,
so
that's
I'm
a
not
fact.
gonna show you that.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna show you class.
I'm gonna
Okay.
look that up. So, but do you still rock?
So
with
how
that?
do you handle that then in the homophobic
That's not the
way?
point. That's not the
How do
point.
you
I'm not
handle-
homo- I'm
Look,
not
how does-
homo.
but
That's
I'm
not
just saying, not you.
that's
I'm
not
just
the
saying,
point.
how does the homo person, no disrespect,
can't-
how does that person handle it in their context then?
For me, it would depends on the situation. Like, why are you calling somebody a homophobic slur?
Would you ever? What would make you do that? Use that if you ever do? I'm not saying that you
Like
even
jokingly,
do, but
jokingly.
okay. So you would never use it to hurt somebody. You wouldn't go there with it. then.
Nah, because I don't want to spread that type of energy.
Okay.
Like, I'm not just about to see a gay person like, oh, look at this F word. Like,
Okay.
Kanye West versus everybody. Hate to give this fag. Well, I'm gonna refer that as like a because that's I think it's in.
but
British.
they use that as a word of endearment. Like, that just became a slur. The gay people, back in the day, they called each other that as a word of endearment. Look it up.
I'm not doing it. I'm not.
All right.
Credit. Hate to give this fag credit,
That's
but
how they do with y'all, the masses.
oh,
man.
I'm also.
Tell y'all what
I'm
to say.
saying Kanye's tweet, by the way. That's not my word. Hate to give this fag credit, but favorite line of the battle last year is when the fag said, "You rap like you trying to free the slaves," and he's co-signing Drake and saying that Kendrick does rap like he's trying to free the slaves. I actually kind of like Kendrick's halftime show, but me or Travis Scott or the fag, aka Drake, deserved a Super Bowl before Kendrick. Drake, a fag, been a fag, always will be a fag. Okay. Nobody has ever listened to Kendrick or knows any of his songs. I'm going to keep it light with Drake. You know what it is and what it's always been with all those you can skim through bars. How do you feel about that, Kanye Stan?
I mean, I seen it on Twitter and
What about Stan? How you feel? Oh, you're not a Stan.
No.
Why? What's wrong with Stan? Fanatic. Fan is a derivative of
what's the
fanatic.
stand?
A fan.
So I'm not that either. Like, what are you talking about?
A supporter.
I seen that tweet and I seen the repost and like a lot of people shared that same sentiment with him about Kendrick. A lot of people felt that same way. They felt like, oh, Kendrick is having a moment.
He's right. He's right.
Yeah, you're killing me.
I'm just saying, like, people was on Twitter.
You're proving that you're very influential. But go ahead.
No.
Yo, nah. The word
well,
fag.
right.
The word, bro.
What about it?
It says the term faggot or fag are both used with disparaging intent and are perceived as as highly insulting. However, faggot, but not fag, is sometimes used within the gay community as a positive term of self-reference.
Right, I didn't think that he was wrong for saying that, but that's not.
I never knew that. That's all I'm saying. I never knew that.
You don't know enough gay people. But
Yeah, that's all,
Kanye was not saying it. Kanye, as far as I know, isn't in the gay community. He's got a whole wife, but who knows? But anyway.
But the point back to this though,
yeah.
The sentiment is like a lot of people agree with him, saying like they felt like Kendrick is just having this one-time moment, and niggas don't really fuck with Kendrick like that.
I feel the same way though. I do feel the same way.
So like,
I do feel the same
lost
way. No, I don't feel like I'm lost because I can't. I feel like
No,
you gotta
no,
go.
he-
You
everybody-
gotta look. You
Y'all
gotta
know
go
what
back
to
to
do.
years. You gotta go back
Y'all know
to
what
years
to do.
of you talking about Kendrick.
and you was a
Put that in your years of you. Let's hear Bonnie
Let's hear episode 1 of this podcast.
talking about Kendrick. That's
Episode
all
1
I'm
of
saying.
the podcast.
For this argument,
What about it?
we gotta hear a
Drake,
video,
Drake,
a 20, 30-second
Drake,
video
Drake.
of you
Yeah.
being like, yo,
Yeah,
Kendrick
yeah.
is one of them ones. Before this,
Until not like us.
of the world wasn't. And a lot of people are acting like, because of the stance of what happened, they've been saying Kendrick. And he's right. They're lying.
Because you wasn't
They
fucking
haven't.
To Pimp a Butterfly.
No. And there was
wasn't
good
fucking
songs
with
on
Good
that
Mad
CD.
City.
And there was good songs on that CD. And I don't think
You
I
did,
don't,
but you don't bump it.
I don't agree. I don't even agree to that. I feel like you might have listened to it once or twice.
Yeah.
You didn't rebuttal
You
none
not
of them
getting in the
songs
way. Oh, let me put
back
that
in
on.
that time.
But
I
that's-
agree to that.
And that's all fine and well. But that doesn't mean that he's not for the culture. He is. The nigga makes music for the culture.
See,
The
John,
nigga
that's what I'm
makes-
saying.
the nigga makes
You
music.
see how easy it is for
in
them
the
to
black,
get
from the
niggas
black man.
to
That's really how I feel about
That's
Kendrick.
the
This is
thing.
really how I feel about
Just
Kendrick.
because you don't, I cannot.
I'm just telling you,
out of
this is
Drake-
really how I feel
out
about
of Drake,
Kendrick.
I will say Drake.
Nobody has logically liked Kendrick Lamar
That's
out
not
loud
facts.
in front of our that we can say.
In this room, baby, no. But in front
Nobody
of
in
this
this town, anybody around, you
Anybody
can't be
you
like
know.
this person.
You don't know
You
no
go
Kendrick
back
fan.
and check. No, they
That's
haven't.
like- listen,
they
you
don't
haven't,
know no
bro.
Kendrick fan.
Everybody always comes out and
no
is like
Kendrick
Kendrick when
They're
Control
all
came
naming
out.
names.
They was doing the whole.
Here we
Oh,
go.
I've been like
Jesse, all
Kendrick.
right, Jesse,
When
Jesse,
he
Jesse,
always
Jesse,
he's a
Jesse,
clout chaser.
Jesse, who?
To a certain extent, Kendrick. He is.
All right, Jesse.
He
you're
is,
right.
bro.
You're on the quad.
No, because I don't like the way I feel about
Jesse,
Kendrick. I
Jesse,
feel like
can I
he
say
is.
something? Can I say something?
Out of Drake,
This sounds
Kendrick,
like-
and J. Cole,
Jesse.
who's the clout chaser out of them three?
Drake.
Clout chaser.
Who would you have to say is the clout chaser? Meaning doing things
Definitely
without.
Cole.
It can't be Drake because he got the most fans out of all three of them.
So why can't you be a cloud?
They
chaser?
can't.
Because who
I
you
say
chasing?
either one
What
of
you
them is a clout
it's-
chaser.
To
'cause
me,
they-
it's Kendrick more than
they all
more.
on the same
Control.
level.
Control. You said mad people's names.
So
For
you
what?
Name drop because you.
That's
For
that-
what?
But that's
Because
black
you want-
culture. though.
exactly.
Clout
You want
chase.
smoke
He's
with
the only
everybody.
one that's clout chase.
Nah,
bro.
but Hov
That's
been
clout
saying
All
chase.
right,
niggas
listen,
don't
listen.
rap.
This is
Not
Hov
like
been
that.
saying niggas name
Not
don't
like
rap.
that.
Listen for a
and
second.
niggas won't
Can
say
I
his
bring y'all
name
back in
back.
for a second? I'm begging
That's
y'all.
not the
And
point.
Listen,
niggas-
listen,
and
listen.
anybody
Jesse.
that ever said his name back,
Jesse,
he went back.
Jesse.
Fab said something about Kendrick,
Yeah, he answered to Control.
and did Kendrick respond to him? No, because Fab wasn't of status of Drake and all of them. He's clout chasing. That's a clout chase to me.
Now you sound like.
So you
sound
felt
the
like
community.
since
I
he
feel
didn't
like-
have the recognition he been had,
I'm
that
not
he
even
felt
gonna
like he
answer you. It
deserved,
doesn't matter.
he went after Drake to
Yes,
get that
because
recognition.
that's the clout.
But that's a Russian roulette because it could have went bad
It
for him.
can, but it's
if
still the
Drake
clout
would have
chase.
came out
But
on
that's
top, it
clout-
would have went bad.
That's
for
what
him.
clout
Hopefully
chasing
the
does for
audio
you.
is okay. Y'all let me know if the audio is good.
That's what clout chasing could do. It could go right or could
All right,
go wrong.
let's listen
This
to what
is-
Jelani got to say.
Jesse, this is comparative of when niggas say that Eminem, no one's bumping Eminem. It's very-
I don't.
it's very
You can't say
competitive.
that
Bro,
because I
ain't
don't
nobody
like.
bumping
I don't- Yeah,
Eminem,
we
bro.
gonna feel the same way. I don't
don't
like.
like Eminem?
Nah, I don't.
All
I
right, so
think.
I'm not even
I
gonna
think
continue.
Yeah,
Eminem.
don't-
Because
I mean, I can pull some
to
shit
me,
up.
you would have to give me a rap off the
What you
top of
gonna
your
pull up,
head
hit
without
numbers?
look. Do this. Put this down and give me an Eminem verse.
He can't.
Give us a verse
He
that he
can't.
went
So
crazy.
because so he
We
goes
can-
crazy.
I'm just
Give us a verse. We could do that with Hov. Go.
Like you can spit whole verses.
I could spit one that could make you be like, oh, okay, I get why he likes Jay-Z. Yes. And I could
Let me hear
probably
it.
spit a
Go,
few
nigga,
of them.
nigga,
What-
you wanna put niggas on the spot? Go ahead.
Off the old Jay-Z or the new, because do I really got to do it? Because it's actually been said. I'll be saying something and somebody will be like, well, that was a meme type of thing. Like Jay-Z
So
does
say-
it so
say-
much
say something that's
that
not
it's
a
like a meme. Like even in the back in the day.
Off the top of my head, I can't rap a Drake verse. Like off the top of my head, I can't rap a Drake verse. Drake is y'all
Why?
keep saying that Drake is my guy. I can't think of a Drake verse right now that I can just he bodied this. If a song comes on, I can obviously rap to it, but I'm
saying like
I don't just keep
not
it
like
in
a
my-
whole verse, like a 2-bar, like a start of it that people could understand
Honestly,
where you going.
in my
with
opinion,
it.
and in the internet's opinion, that he just dissed Diddy on his new album.
Who?
Eminem, and he said
Nobody listen to
I
that
just don't.
shit.
Yeah, maybe it's just.
it was nominated for a Grammy.
Now give me a. Now let me.
So you can't say
before
that
I
I
do
listen
this.
to it.
Let me
That's
do
what
this.
happens
No,
after that.
respectfully,
That's
wait.
niggas in the music industry
album of the
that say
year.
they want that.
Look, all right. Before we
The
even
fuck?
get into this argument, Eminem is nice. I won't
Thank
say
you.
that.
Thank you.
He's-
Tell that
he's
nigga.
nice.
Don't tell me. Tell him.
He
Tell
can
him.
rap.
That way, you tell him.
He can rap.
Tell that nigga.
But I just think his rap is just different
About
in
dumb shit.
comparing to. Like I can't
It ain't
even explain.
relatable.
Like you can't put him
To you,
over
it's like-
other people. Like
And
I would never
what's
want to
crazy
argue
is
him
what's
being
crazy
over
is
Jay-Z
if the nigga
or Nas
was,
or any
if the
of
nigga
them
was
because-
rapping like acting like he was black, he was like, oh, niggas would say he's acting like he's black, but because he
No, they
raps,
don't. No, they wouldn't, because they don't say that about the white rappers.
they do though.
They don't say that about Mills.
Jack Harlow.
Really,
I don't
when
like
Justin,
Mills.
when Justin Bieber
I
was
don't say
saying,
that
Harlow though. I like Jack
They
Harlow.
don't say
a little
that about
bit,
Jack
but
Harlow.
I think
So
he
you see-
beats himself.
I
though.
feel like a lot of niggas would say nobody fucks with Jack Harlow or whatever. As far as
I like
as
Jack
the
Harlow
rap
a little
community
bit.
goes.
I wouldn't say he's of Eminem status, but I just like him as a rapper. But I feel like he stays true to himself. Eminem does too. I just
don't
don't
say that
like the
about
way
OT
he
the Real.
raps. I just don't. I mean, I'm not gonna say I don't like it. It's
Rap
just
about
not
dumb shit. Nobody want to
like
hear that
catchy
shit.
to me. Yeah, I'm not gonna.
So
put
then
it
why
on
does he have
repeat,
so
and
many black cosigns?
Because the niggas
Hip-hop
Because they
cosigns.
get told what to think and they think what people tell them to think.
I can't answer that question. Why would you
Legends?
think? You just think
Who's
because
the legend?
Hov will back fucking Kendrick and J. Cole both co-sign Eminem. Kendrick says that
Because he's a good
Kendrick says-
rapper. Because he's a good rapper. He can put words together.
So then what
But
are
that
you
don't mean
saying?
the substance is there.
I'm not saying
the
this, but
substance is bullshit.
I'm not saying this myself, and you're gonna be like, "Oh shit!" But do you think Jay-Z could have put Eminem on Renegade for shock value too, for like his
Hov's a
side of fans
businessman.
too?
Why shock value? No,
Like
he's
his
one of the best.
like,
He's one of the best rappers.
I get it, but how else is Jay-Z gonna get to that side of Eminem's fan? Like, there's a side that people that probably like Eminem that have never listened to Jay-Z at all.
Right, and,
Jay-Z's the
and
businessman.
there are fans of Jay-Z that said he got left by Eminem on Renegade.
That's the whole point of the song.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you mean? That's
Jay-Z's
the whole
a
point.
businessman.
It was
What's the
sad.
whole point?
That
He got
song's still
left?
getting played today.
Yeah.
That he got left?
And I
That's the
don't
whole
think-
point?
And that conversation's gonna
and
last
I don't-
forever.
Exactly, because that's
Jay-Z's
he's
a
right. Because
businessman.
I don't think Jay-Z got left, but I think that is a debatable conversation. So it's always going to be a conversation that makes people go back and forth with.
Right, but that doesn't happen unless you're a good rapper. Like you're
But I said
Nobody's
Eminem
saying
is
he's not a
good.
good
not even just
rapper.
a good
I said
rapper.
he's
Not even
good.
just a good rapper. A Jay-Z level rapper.
Okay,
Jay-Z
next,
is the top of the fucking.
next,
Why are we saying next for?
Because he's not no Jay-Z level, bro.
So then, how can it go back and forth between
It
who
did.
rap better?
That's the
Because
opinion.
it's
You know
debatable
what?
for years
Because he's
or
the
whatever.
only- because
Y'all
he's
would
the-
just
because
say
he's
that.
Because he's the
No, I
only
know we both
because he's the
wasn't.
only white person that could get that close.
Exactly.
So it gives extra. If you don't believe that, then you're crazy.
Because,
And that
come
sounds
on, nobody's-
crazy, but that is the truth.
Like, come on, nobody
He's the
saying nothing
only
about
white
him and
person that
Kanye
can
on
get
Watch the
close.
Throne. Him and Kanye was going back and forth on Watch the Throne the whole time.
Guess what? Huh?
That's the truth.
Him
bro.
and Kanye was going back and forth on Watch the
That's
Throne.
the truth.
Nobody's
That's
out here
what-
saying like,
that-
"Oh
that-
my
that white
God."
rapper shit doesn't stand because
How?
That's the only reason why.
Because Drake and Jack Harlow got a fucking song together, and Drake left the shit out of Jack Harlow.
He did, but Drake is half.
And Jack Harlow-
Drake is 60% white.
And he left. You just
Come
be
on.
funny.
Nah,
You
it's
think he's
facts. So
Nah,
nobody's
it's-
going to come out
wait.
and say that.
You can't have that
did.
debate.
I
With
did.
it. I'm
That's
being
two white
funny,
niggas on
but I'm
track.
saying that's what I'm saying.
now it's two white niggas
most
on
of the
track,
black,
now just-
most of the black community is gonna look at it like that. That's why I just said
no,
that.
they're not.
Yes, they are.
No, they're
they
not.
are.
No,
gonna
no,
look
No,
at
we're
it.
looking at the Kanye. The Kanye.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
not saying that Kanye pointed that shit out.
So what?
Not Kanye.
But
Not
most
Kanye.
of the-
Kendrick.
Most of the
No.
black people is gonna
No.
look at
Kendrick
it like
pointed
that.
out that Drake is white.
Pusha
Y'all
did that.
Kendrick did his whole interview on Maria's Bazaar, bro. Like everything he rapped about towards Drake, Kendrick is. That's how
Pusha
I feel.
already killed Drake, first of all.
Yeah, he did.
Like, Kendrick ain't even really do nothing. Kendrick just really, like, put the last bit of dirt on top of the grave.
Hip-hop tradition at the highest level.
No non-African can ever be the best of anything African.
Dr. Umar, stop it. I'm sorry.
That's
I
Busta
don't
Rhymes
give
for you,
a fuck.
Quasi.
I don't care who you
I
gonna
don't,
get,
yeah, I don't
bro.
give a fuck about what
That's
Busta
the
Rhymes.
game.
I don't give a
I
fuck
don't
about
care
him,
about
too.
none of these men's opinions, bro.
him too.
You don't care about Busta
No,
Rhymes?
hell no.
Like he's not a pioneer of hip hop?
So what? That don't mean
Yes.
he's gonna formulate my opinion.
He's not.
is
I gotta see
So
like
who you need?
a Nas,
Myself.
Nas, Jay-Z.
What about
like real?
what about Kendrick?
really
Cole's your
rapping.
man. So what about
listening
Cole?
to the songs?
Kendrick. I mean, I would think Kendrick matters too. What about Kendrick?
Nah, Kendrick.
All right, but let's hurry up and get to the next topic because I gotta like go over like
He wanna
7.
do
Oh, you
Trump.
gotta leave. Shit.
I like 7.
Oh, I don't know what time it is. It's 6:20. How the fuck? How is it? Oh,
Yeah, we go
damn.
crazy.
It's been 2 hours already. All right, so
I know you want to get to the Trumpzito shit.
let's do your man's.
Yo, this guy is crazy. Like,
Why is it crazy?
because like I don't know these people.
I got
Like we just had a conversation on literature, like words, like
you just said Kanye's your man. You said Kanye's your man. You don't know Kanye.
I wanna meet
That's
Kanye,
okay.
I don't have a desire to meet Trump.
So Trump's not your man's.
No,
I
don't.
have clips of you being like an avid Trump supporter. So it's like. Either
I
you stand
support
on
some of the
toes.
stuff that he does, like his policies and shit.
Was Trump good for America?
Yes, Trump saved America.
What does that say to you? Like, why are we even arguing if you're a Trump supporter or not? Like, clearly, if that's your stance, you support Trump. Like, you don't like you're for him.
You said
What you're saying compared to Kamala or in general?
in general.
Either way, yeah, yeah.
What
Yeah,
for what reasons?
Talk
We
about
just
it.
haven't had a president that was this transparent with the people about like what they do behind closed doors.
So that's for.
So you mean
that's
as far
that's
as
for the
being
people.
truthful, like
Yes,
First of
like
all,
he's telling us like
that's not all he's doing though.
whether we agree or disagree.
He's also making
but
his
y'all
own
sheep,
actions.
So the sheep gonna sheep, right? So we're not even worried about the people who can't read between the lines and listening to what he's actually saying and decipher what he's saying, right? Because all they doing is still in fear, right? If the man came out his own mouth and said, yo, it's gonna be shaky in the beginning, shit gonna be shaky up, it's gonna get shaky up, it's gonna be a little scary, but it's gonna get strong on the back end. And all they do is put out these headlines and install fear. Oh, Trump's doing this, Trump's doing this, Trump's doing this.
So you-
Installing
okay,
fear.
so you-
He already told us it's about to be shaky in the beginning.
And you know what else he
but
told
then
us?
2 years,
You know what
3 years,
else?
4,
You know what else he
when
told
niggas
us?
is out here checked up.
His enemy.
So when he
out
get
of
rid
it-
of the
oh my
taxes
God.
for the niggas that's
when
making
you
less
loud,
than
when just because you
50,000,
loud doesn't mean you
what's
right.
gonna happen? I don't care about
Trump
being
said, but you care about being loud. Trump
right.
said,
I care about, I'm passionate.
Trump said out of his own mouth that on the first day that the inflation is going down.
It did go down. Look at the numbers. Gas is down, eggs is down, water is down.
No, that's what Trump's saying. No, it's not.
It is down. Look it up right now. What are you talking about?
Nigga, I just went to
I don't
Walgreens today.
care what you saying. Look it up.
Look, what do you want to look up? I went to
Look up
Walgreens
the
today. This shit is
prices.
almost, eggs are $10.
No, they're not.
Not at Hannaford.
That's a lie. Eggs are not $10, bro.
How much are eggs?
Eggs are like $4 right now.
Yeah, Hannaford.
No, they're
Yes,
not.
they are.
Hannaford, yeah, they are.
You could literally just
I
look
worked
it
there
up,
overnight.
bro.
They are. He's right. They are $4. 4 and some change, depending on what size you get.
I'm gonna let
Look it up.
I'm gonna let the internet do with it.
You could go right on DoorDash and order eggs.
Let me read something to you that I looked up. The Trump administration has just removed a federal ban on contractors from having segregated
I knew
restaurants,
he was gonna bring this up.
waiting
That's why I
rooms,
spent all
and
night
drinking
studying, waiting
fountains.
for this question.
This
I
is a
knew
result of Trump's
That's fake
executive
news.
order to combat DEI.
That's not true.
What's
I've been trying
not
to
true?
find. I've been
What's
trying to
not
find that
true?
man speaking on that since you asked me to come on the pod because I knew you was gonna bring it up. I seen you post it. Oh, this still your king. I seen you posted it on Facebook.
What's your point?
You posted
What's your point?
fake news. There's no video. There's no nothing of that
Why
man
does
coming
there have to be a
out
video about it?
saying that he's getting
If
rid
it's
of
a ban.
segregation. He didn't say it.
So he also didn't get rid of the education,
He
like.
said that he was getting rid of that. That's the point. There's videos out there of him saying,
So
look,
what? So
not
let's,
in the executive order, we getting rid of the permanent education. There's no video of
So
him
what-
saying I'm
so-
getting rid of segregation. Why? One, he can't do it because of the civil rights crime act. You can't get rid of it. It's in the Constitution.
okay. I mean, it doesn't matter what's in the Constitution because what's also in the Constitution is birth citizenship.
He didn't get rid of that.
He's deporting.
What are you
He's
talking about?
deporting kids that have been born in America.
No, he's not.
Okay. I can't wait to put this out. So go to.
Put it out. I don't
Because
care.
niggas
Like,
is just contradicting everything that's
show me where he's
deporting.
deporting
You
American
want me to
citizens.
show you the film of deporting people?
Show me where he's deporting American citizens.
Yo, it's crazy because you're right too. Eggs are expensive almost everywhere but Hannaford and Walmart. He's right. Certain places, them shits is almost $10.
Where?
Target,
But they went down. No,
Why are you
Jesse, they
buying
went
X
down.
from Target?
Jesse, they went down.
Target,
They did go down.
ShopRite. ShopRite got them for like $7.
They did go down. If they was once 12,
BJ's
And
got
now
them
they
for
said
They
Let's
wasn't
go.
12. They wasn't 12.
you just said it was 10.
Target
I
got
said
them
10,
for
not
8.
12.
What the fuck?
10 and 12 ain't the same thing.
Walmart got them for
After
5.
taxes?
No, I'm saying
that?
I'm saying after tax. 10 after tax.
You didn't say that.
I also
You
didn't
said
say
10,
12.
so
I also
I'm
didn't say
thinking
12.
after
nigga.
taxes.
So what we talking about?
At the end of the day, X is down. If you look it up, they're down. Gas is down. Everything is down.
If down
Everything is coming
down by a couple cents is not down.
Hey.
Down is down, though, in their eyes.
And I'm
in
not-
the eyes of the, like, down is down. Even if that shit is 5 cents.
Yo,
down.
and at the end of the day, the man came out and told us it's gonna be shaky in the beginning. Let me get shit right.
Like with the tariffs.
So all we could do is wait
Like with the tariffs.
and let him get shit right. Now, if we in year
The
3,
terrorists.
if we in year 3, year 2.5, year 3, and shit is still shaky, then we could be like, yo, this nigga's playing. But if he came out his own mouth and say, yo, it's gonna be shaky in the beginning.
So what about all the plane crashes, Quasi? What do you say
What
about
the
those?
fuck, bro? That's
not
out
his
of
fault?
control. Like, what are we talking about?
No, he got rid of the DEI, which was a part of plane assembly and plane landing, and now there are multiple plane
my
crashes
God, yo, you
a
just
week.
go by, you just go by left. You're extreme left wingish. Like you just go by whatever the Democrats say, bro. Trump is responsible for plane crashes.
I just explained how.
Oh my God.
I
bro.
just explained how. Did I not
and
just explain
so
how?
why did the
There's videos of that, right? He
why
made
did
that, right?
the head of the air control come out and say Trump had nothing to do with it? Those are all mistakes. Look it up. Look it up. Like you don't do your research. Clearly, you just read headlines and run with it. Because the director of the air control came out and literally said those were just freak accidents. Those was mistakes.
Okay.
So what are we talking about? You can look it up.
Right. I
You
mean,
got the time.
I've seen Trump with my own eyes because niggas need to see a video to know what Trump's doing. He said that he's getting rid of DEI, and
So
that
what?
for in the airport industry.
No, he said he's getting DEI on the federal level. He's getting rid of DEI.
All right, but I've seen him
Federal level.
specify about the
What
airport
does that?
industry.
DEI had to do with niggas flying planes.
I was about to ask that because I don't know.
Because you don't have, because you're getting rid of thousands of jobs. What do you mean?
Yo, pack them up.
That's thousands of jobs. Where and what?
So, how do you got a quote unquote woke
How
person?
don't you wait? How don't you get the correlation if the nigga gets rid of thousands of jobs and then there are like mad plane crashes
So you
right
saying people
after?
are doing more.
They're not
Why
doing
they
the
still
job that
crashing?
prevented the plane crashes.
So why they not crashing still?
So
They are.
When the last plane
So
crash
you're
happened?
giving more
This
jobs.
week.
So you're saying
Last week.
So you're saying that gives more
This is-
jobs
I don't
to
even-
less
yo, bro,
people?
Where? Where did the plane crash happen last week?
Bro, I see it every day.
Now they crashing.
So
every
I'm
day.
supposed to make a list of everywhere for Quasi.
If you're gonna bring
That's
it up,
crazy.
If you're gonna bring it up,
No, because
have
you're
the
saying that
proof.
I'm not doing my research. You're clearly not doing the research.
I
You don't
am,
know what's
though.
going on. You don't know what's going on in the
But
world.
planes are
obviously-
not crashing every day.
But they must be
Alright.
crashing more because it was never really a news thing.
It's never been a situation
Planes
where
crash
it
every year,
if a
but
plane
they don't
crash,
make it a
if
news.
a plane,
That's what I was
if
wondering.
a, yeah,
That's
if
what
a
I was
plane
gonna ask.
crashes
Is
once
it
a
new
year,
news? Is it new-
okay. If a plane crashes
So
20
I
times
get-
in a month,
no,
that's
I-
okay, that's crazy.
I get what you're saying, but we also got to find out: is it new news and
'Cause
more in
Trump's
the open
president.
because it's Trump the
Yeah,
president,
of course.
or is it new news because it's more?
Jesse.
I'm asking the
No, I
question.
get what
I
you're
don't
saying,
know,
but that's
is
crazy.
Is it
That
because
would be like,
it's
yeah.
just way more than
Bro,
it
we're
used
not
to
gonna
be?
act
I
like
don't
they
know.
don't make
It's
everything
not like-
radical for.
When have we
the
ever
still
paid
feeling
attention
people.
to plane crashing before? You know, so that's the only reason why I would ask the question. I'm
That's
not
like
saying
saying,
it's-
nigga. That's like saying like school shootings. Like school shootings happens, but if school shootings start happening back to back to back, like, do we think that?
We didn't. When Obama was in president, how many school shootings were there? Oh, don't do that. Look it up. Look it up. Look how many school shootings there was when
He
Obama
said
was
we
president.
We wasn't blaming Obama for that. Is
No,
what he's.
but
I feel like
That's
what
like,
he's
but that's
trying
like
to say.
saying if Obama,
Oh my God.
if
bro.
Obama
These
said,
niggas pick and choose.
no, yo, bro,
Y'all
I
pick and choose. Y'all
wanted,
don't like
listen,
Trump,
listen.
so
I
everything
wanted
is
to
on
bring a
Trump.
MAGA hat for mans, but I couldn't get one in time. Next time, I promise you, I'm gonna have one for you. And so
Good
you can-
looking,
you
because
can
I
throw
don't
that
gotta
shit
buy it
on.
myself.
Bet,
I feel like he's just
Don't
one
touch
of
me.
them. I
Don't
feel
touch
like
me.
I'm a free thinker.
I feel like I
Or
was about to say that.
Or a nigga would say, another nigga
I
would
would
say,
say
I'm not,
that.
I'm not. This ain't my words.
You getting told
A
what to
nigga would
think.
say you're a coon, but I'm just saying.
No, I would
other
say-
niggas. That's
I did
not
more
me.
for the black community.
I would
Nobody
say
that.
I would say
Supporting Trump, who is a known racist, It's
How's
cool
he a
behavior.
non-racist?
I would say a free thinker only because I feel like
He's
you
from
have
New
to.
York.
If he feels the
Look,
way
listen
he's,
to what the nigga just said. He just said he's
He's
from New York,
Queens.
so he's not racist. That made no
New
sense.
York is the most liberal state in the country.
So there aren't racists in New York.
Nobody saying that, but it's very hard to be
This is
racist
crazy
when you
news.
live in New York City. When you walk outside and your taxi is a foreigner, the person serving your food is a foreigner.
What does that
The
matter?
person
You
doing
can
it,
still
it's
be
hard to be
racist in New
racist.
York.
You may be prejudiced.
It's hard to be racist in
You
New
may be
York.
prejudiced, but it's hard to be racist. I don't think you know what racist is.
What's racist then?
You don't
What's
like
racist?
black people.
Yeah,
You don't want
they
anything
don't
to
fuck
do
with
with them. You wouldn't even live by them. You wouldn't let them drive you to your office.
So if
you're racist, you're not doing that.
So if Trump says I don't want black people as my employees because they're lazy people, which he has said, is that
that's
racist or not?
prejudice.
Is that so? That's not racist.
No. Now, if you say I don't want black people working at my establishment because they're black, that would be racist. But he said because they're lazy, that's prejudice.
yeah, that is prejudice. He's right.
If he said I don't want black people working for me because they're black, that's racist.
Hey, brother, I've already told you what you do.
But that is. Hold on. The definition that might be racist.
Exactly.
Characterized
What you do-
by or showing prejudice, discrimination.
That nigga got that shit on lock. Like you've been Google searching the shit.
Because when I don't know something, I want to get to the
Quasi should
definition
start doing.
first
Quasi should start doing.
before
No,
I
I'm real
focus
bad.
on
Well,
my part.
I've said this on episodes. This is what you do is dangerous.
But he
I'm
does.
correct.
I feel like he does do it because when I just Googled the fag,
I'm
thing,
right.
like I never knew that he was right. Like
What do you
people,
mean?
they do use that as a term. Not saying
faggot
Kanye was
joint? The
using
fag
it.
joint?
Yeah, not saying that's
No,
why.
I get it.
But they do.
I could have told you
use
that. You didn't have to like.
Oh,
nigga,
see,
that was not news. That was
I never knew
But
that.
the whole racist thing is Trump racist or not? Like what? It's a known fact. That's like saying
not racist.
he's also been convicted of rape. Do you think he's not a rapist either?
Bro.
Yeah. Niggas don't want to talk about it. It's crazy. It's what if you was white, this would be less crazy. It's crazy because you're black. Like what are we even
Now,
talking?
I feel like I get where you at, but I feel like I want to know what would
And
it
you-
take for you to change.
And you, what's it called, bro?
That's what I feel like.
Jesse,
What would it
you
take?
said
Like
something
no matter
earlier.
Change what?
No, like
You
whoever,
said-
like no
Jesse.
matter what, like let's say.
Jesse, this is the same thing with Kanye. You said something earlier that I didn't get to ask or question or check or whatever. You said that you were disagreeing with things that he was saying about Kanye, but I didn't ask you what you were disagreeing with. Again, he's saying things about Donald Trump, and niggas have compared Donald Trump
I'm,
to Kanye.
I'm about to give it. I'm about
What
to
is
say
there
what I
for
agree with or
me?
disagree. I just feel like this because I feel like I don't feel like some of these things that he was just arguing. I feel like not in a worse way. I feel like he don't care. Like he's just giving you the other side of it. I feel
Quasi
like
doesn't
he's
care,
more-
or-
Quasi, yeah.
Okay.
I feel like he's more of like you not just gonna tell him that somebody's something because 10 a group
That's
of
what
people
he's
said
done.
it.
Yo, shout out Darius Broadhead in the comments. He said he's dying at Google and racism. Oh, we got 21 comments in the
That's
on
what you
Facebook.
do. You read headlines and you share them and you run with them.
Talk about what?
That's what you do.
So I feel like
No, I
he's.
don't.
You do
I
it
feel like
multiple
he's.
times.
I feel like he's
No,
not.
I
He's not
read
gonna let a
headlines,
headline.
and
He's
you
not
And I
gonna-
also watch videos, and I like there's different
There
things
don't be
that I
videos
do.
too. There be articles.
What he
No,
said.
I-
That article you shared about Trump segregation, I clicked it, opened it, and it had nothing in there about Trump stating anything about segregation.
Darius,
All
what
it
up?
was the headline. I clicked the link that he shared
Quasi,
that said Trump was bringing back segregation.
Quasi, guess what?
Mm-hmm.
I clicked the link and I read, I looked, try to read, and there was
I-
nothing
that
in
happens,
there.
though.
Quasi,
too.
guess what?
There was nothing in there about Trump stating anything about taking away
not?
segregation.
It's just
Why
what
not?
people's.
It was a
opinion.
headline.
People's
Why
So
opinions.
you shared that and
Okay.
ran with it.
When I post this, they're gonna eat you up in the comments.
I don't care what the shit say. Well, none of these niggas think for themselves.
Yeah, you got. Yeah, we don't. I don't ever care what the.
But that's
say too,
you have to
but
take that into
No,
account.
I don't.
For
So Quasi, when are you ever wrong? How do you?
When I'm wrong. Like, what are you talking
But that's what I'm
about?
saying. When you're proven wrong or what? Like
Yes.
So I'm gonna say. So now I gotta wait to send you a clip of the nigga Trump saying that yes, I did
But-
sign a ban
but that's why-
for segregation.
No.
Oh, yeah. Send me
That
that.
is a what's it
Send me
called?
that.
That's what I'm.
There's
No,
a-
he's
Listen,
saying.
listen,
You're
listen,
saying
wait,
it's
send me
never
that.
gonna
Listen,
get to
wait,
that.
wait,
Please send me
But
that.
I
Please
know
send
it.
me
I
that.
get what
Listen.
he's saying though too. I feel like he's
So
just
everything
saying,
is right except for this one thing.
No, he's saying you're not gonna be able to tell him because of what people said that he's wrong.
And that's fine,
It's
I'm
gonna
not-
have to be Trump.
Please send me that
doing
clip,
something.
bro, because I've been looking for it for 2 days.
Okay, it's new news. Like what the fuck? When it came to,
I've been looking for it for 2 days because I knew you was going to bring it up.
What you're saying about the clip? You didn't say about the airport, the DEI shit because you have a video of that. You have
No, because the guy came out and said that ain't got nothing to do with Trump.
Right, but there is a video of Trump. Like the guy
If
can
the
say
director of air
a guy can say
control-
whatever the fuck they want if they're a Trump supporter.
If the director of air control comes out and says those is all mistakes,
How do I see all these damn comments on fucking Facebook? Damn.
like what? Make it make sense.
Joel Knox said he's right. None. I don't know what the fuck that meant. Trump. Darius said Trump wouldn't allow black tenants to live in his NYC condos. Man said Trump is from New York, so that means he's
Cause
not
y'all
racist.
niggas is don't pay rent. Like what the fuck?
Yo, you need a shirt. You need,
I don't
you need a
care,
hat,
bro.
all
Y'all
that.
need the truth. That's the problem with black
Alright.
people. They don't want to hear the truth.
Oh, that's Kanye standing on that, man. Like,
What?
so that might be her. What she says. It says Iggy Azalea tells a story about the time she linked with Kanye for a business meeting in 2012. She claims he told her that he used to jack off to her pictures every morning and asked how big her boyfriend's penis was. So that could be him speaking on men, but then Kanye said on the bottom of it, "This is true." So what type thing?
He don't
So it's
care.
kind of like he don't give a. That's what I'm
He don't
saying. Like he
care,
don't
like-
give a fuck. He don't care.
Bro, the problem with the black people is they want to be victims so bad, and now they got Trump in the office. Now they about to just pull the victim card every single chance they get, bro. The man, like he said at the when he was in front of Congress, he said, "No matter what I do, the Democrats ain't gonna clap for me.
Oh, Kanye.
Trump.
Okay.
Yo, if
No
you
matter
want-
what I do, no matter what I say, they ain't gonna support me. They ain't gonna clap for me. So it really don't matter."
Yeah,
And that's exactly how y'all sheep is. No matter what the man say, no matter what the man do. If the
not
niggas cut the
facts.
taxes for the niggas that make less than 150,000,
Yo, I'm just concerned about Quasi at this point because
don't be concerned about me. My life is great.
I'm not
Damn
saying I'm
near
not, I'm
perfect.
not concerned about your life. I'm concerned about
My
how
mental health, my health is perfect, great. Like
your judgment though. Your judgment
What?
is like just because the nigga said no
I
one's gonna
don't
clap
agree
for,
with what the masses think.
No, you agree with Trump,
No, I don't. I agree with my own formulated opinion.
but you agree with Trump. Do you not agree
No,
with Trump?
I agree with.
You
I
just brought up what
listen
Trump
to
said.
What Trump says, and I formulate my own opinion. And if I choose to agree with it, I agree with it.
Well, a lot of these things you've agreed with Trump.
So what? That's still my
That's
choice.
you
that
agree
I'm
with
making.
Trump.
That's not a choice that I'm swayed by
But do you?
making.
But even with Kanye, there was mad things we said that Kanye did fucked up. You didn't say Kanye did anything fucked up. You said it was
Yes, I
all
did.
straight.
I said talking about people, kids like that is crazy, but that's his truth. That's what I said. Now, I didn't even want you to read the retweet.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
He did say that.
I didn't
but-
even want you to
What is
reread
his,
it.
what is
I
his,
get-
wait,
because it's
wait,
so
let's
crazy.
be clear. Let's be clear. What's his truth mean? If
That's
his
how he
truth.
feels. So who are we to say he can't tweet that? That's how he feel.
Is he wrong for tweeting that?
No, how's he wrong for feeling that way?
For talking about
You don't know
other
what
people's kids?
you don't know what Jay-Z and them did to him to make him feel that way.
So because
Right?
we don't
so we
know.
only looking at it from
So if they
the
did
one-sided,
nothing, so
like,
if they did nothing,
He's still. You gotta say.
like what?
still, you don't
Exactly.
feel
Like this is what I'm
he's
talking
wrong
about.
for
I'm talking
kids
to
at
Kanye.
all.
I'm
talk
talking
about
to
the
Trump
kids.
right now.
I've been said that.
All right,
Talking about the kids is
so
crazy.
he's saying in the sense.
But what
he's
I'm
not
saying
wrong
is,
to Jay-Z
you
and them
talk
because
about people's kids before. I'm pretty sure you probably talked about people's
But
kids
not
before.
on that level.
Who?
I'm not
so
saying
what,
that- no
nigga?
one-
You
you're-
can't
that's-
judge the level of a sin. A sin is a sin, right?
Nope. You can judge it. That's again.
That's not according to the Bible, no,
Okay.
nigga.
All right,
According to the
I'm not
Bible.
a pastor. We're not talking about biblically.
So that's where the
You're
argument.
You're talking about not according to the Bible, nigga. We're not.
That's what the
You
disconnect is. bro.
You're cut off as pedophilia.
No, but
The
no, it's not.
disconnect is he don't give a fuck about the internet. Like he don't think that the internet is enough to make you feel like you got to get put to the fire. It's like your opinion is your opinion. Everybody goes to the internet with their opinion. So who are we to say somebody's opinion is wrong? I don't agree with that all the way because I feel like certain opinions are too hard. Like
Bro,
I
the
think-
same
I
way
think
you
both
went
sides-
on the internet
stay
and
close.
defended yourself the way Keisha came at you.
Why they keep bringing that up? Why keep bringing
Because
that up?
it's the same difference.
How is he gonna know that we're
Nobody
not talking
can
about
tell
that?
you
We
how
are
to
not
respond.
talking about that.
y'all are doing the same thing to each
But
other.
no, we're not.
I swear y'all are. When we're
Nobody
done,
could
I'ma
have told
tell
him
you.
how to respond to
Y'all
it.
are doing that.
Nobody told him how to respond to the time.
Did I talk about
When
man's
they was coming
kids?
at him.
Did I talk about man's kids? Did I talk about man's kids, Jesse?
You talking
Exactly.
about
What the
niggas'
fuck are you
mental
talking
health?
about?
No,
Who's
but he-
mental health?
Tiffany's.
See, this is why he's messy. The nigga's messy as hell. I'm not condoning none of that. Hold on.
I'm just saying though, like you
Nah.
can't find
Yo.
You
Carol's
can't.
called
You're not
Kettle
condoning that. He
I'm
might
not
be
condoning
right.
that,
I don't remember what you said, but
He know what he said. He know.
Wait, what I say about? Nah, I'm not even.
That's why he
I'm not
say
even
that.
trying to endorse that. Nah, we ain't even going. We're not
He
going back.
went crazy.
We're not
He
going
went
back.
crazy.
But I didn't go Kanye crazy. No, I'm just saying.
nigga,
comments.
you was this
Yo,
close.
if you on you, nah.
Yo.
Yeah, you're being messy.
Yo.
If you're on YouTube,
He
and
know he
Facebook,
was.
if you're on YouTube and Facebook,
That's
make
what
sure
I'm
you-
saying.
Make sure you comment. Make sure you leave ask a
Yeah.
question.
His rant was okay, but Kanye's rant is too far.
All right. Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
god.
Yes. Because just because you have a Quasi, you've had a rant all day. Your rant's been
Yo.
I
been
don't have
shaky.
Yo.
Anyway, you can have a rant. So one person can have person A can have a rant. Person B can have a rant. If you're talking about Nazis, fags, fucking retarded,
Why
everything
does
under the sun, like just because I have a rant doesn't mean my rant is on Kanye's level. Kanye is talking about calling people fags. He's using every slur in the book. He's praising Hitler.
Maybe
all
he's
these different
doing that 'cause
things.
he know y'all get triggered easily by that stuff.
Oh yeah, he's doing it for publicity. Again, like that, that's a low life.
I don't
clout
really.
chasing
I'm gonna be honest.
loser.
I really at
That
this
you're
point,
co-signing.
I really don't think that Kanye is clout chasing anymore. I think that this is really what he believes.
All right.
Clout chasing would mean that he don't believe none of this
he's
stuff to
he's
me.
cloud chasing because he just dropped the fucking album on YouTube. He went and did all this and
Bro,
he was clout
y'all
chasing
saying-
for his album.
Y'all saying
Yeah,
Kanye
come on,
crazy?
Jesse, I'm
I get that
consistent.
level of-
Consistent.
I
I
gotta
get
go
it
a
from
little
there.
bit. So what's next?
Shit.
I'm just saying, like, you can't call, like, I don't know, like, people get so worked up about the Holocaust, but don't got nothing
So
to say
worked
about
up,
the
like that-
slavery.
that
Don't got nothing to
state
say
of
about
law is
the
crazy.
oppression that we
No,
go
we
through
talk
still
about
to this
it.
day.
First of all, when I talk about
But
it,
we
you
don't
say
get-
niggas are on victim mentality. I talk about it, and you're like, oh, niggas need to. Black people need to stop with the victim mentality. You're
He's meaning,
contradicting
but he's
yourself.
meaning
Not.
victim mentality as far as being lazy now and not working or using.
No,
that shit
not
to be a
even.
nigga.
Say that when they. No, that's not how. All right, we're just gonna keep going.
Because I feel like the same way. Like,
Bro,
we
what do you
can't
mean?
let that
No,
shit
'cause that's-
sit me in the house
I'm
because of
telling-
that. No.
the episodes,
But do
I
that
have
still.
clips.
Oh, yes.
Not talking about being lazy. I'm talking about when niggas say that they've been oppressed. They face racism.
Send me.
Do something
I'll
about
tell
it.
him send me the clips.
Do
Of
something
him.
about it.
No,
Yeah,
it's
that's what I mean. Yeah, send
Do
me.
something
I'll have
about
to
it.
look at those episodes.
Exactly. No,
That's what my
listen,
premise
it's
is.
right in front of you. You don't even need the clip.
Okay.
He's saying
That's
he's
my
speaking on it.
premise.
I know. It's not.
So I'm not changing it.
I'm saying he's under a different because he wasn't here. He's thinking you're talking about black people being lazy or whatever, and that's not what you're talking about. Well, what you've been talking about when the victim mentality. You're talking about black people referring to oppression and racism, but you just contradicted yourself because you're saying that people talk about the Holocaust like it's some crazy thing, but then don't talk about oppression and racism. But when they do, you said that's victim mentality.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes, take your time.
They use
What you said makes perfect sense.
They
I
slavery.
and I appreciate that.
They use that
needs to say that more
and can
often.
use that and have the victim mentality off of it.
Right.
I'm not
That's what I
saying
thought he was saying.
get rid of slavery. Don't think about it. Don't use it as
No, he's
fuel.
saying-
You did say that. That is that's another clip.
that's- okay,
That's
so-
another clip.
alright, so
Niggas,
that-
when I said that they're trying to take away that in the education system, you said they need to do that. You said that. You remember when you said that about?
Said they
You said
need
that
to-
about. I'm not gonna say his name, but you said like the problem with some people that want to be on the podcast, they would contradict themselves the more that they're on the podcast.
Yeah.
That's what this nigga's doing right now.
Oh no, I'm not.
As long as
No, I'm not.
but it's still good vibes. It's still good vibes.
At the end of the day,
Go ahead.
my stance is still the same.
All right.
The situation happened with the black folks.
Before you talk, do you feel like if a nigga feels like if somebody's talking that oppression shit or whatever, like, and they not doing nothing about it, then you don't want it?
Exactly.
I get it.
Exactly. So
I get
niggas
it.
always want to cry.
Okay.
Oh, we was
I get
enslaved
it. Alright.
or redlining was.
You're
this.
right. You're right. You made sense of what you're saying, but
it's okay. I'm okay with everything.
If you
Yeah.
still got black niggas still to this day talking about redlining, when redlining is not a thing, why you like don't make no sense.
All right, I get what you.
Nobody's stopping you from getting equipped today, so we could go us three together, can save money, put money together, go buy a building. But black people choose not to do that.
Yeah. But what do you say to if I go try to do it by myself first and I needed y'all two to do it because of my I might have had the same
build
situation as the white person, but because I was black, I still had to come.
But there's not a lot of white niggas doing it dolo either. They got they mans that they went to high school with,
they
2-3
got
buddies
it.
they went to do
Y'all-
with school
y'all
with.
ready?
They coming together to make it happen.
Y'all ready to get to the next topic? Because niggas gotta go. Should people get married anymore? There's a clip for y'all.
You're not
most
gonna want
violent
me.
sports
You're not gonna
out
want
there.
me to
I want
answer
you-
this.
Yo,
It
share
is a
with me.
violent sport. It is a violent sport. You lose your head, your neck, because you're fighting for your possessions, your children. Everything that you care about the most happens to go. You go head up with divorces. It's knuckle up season. So this is why I say, don't get married. What? The hell with it.
Stop.
Yeah, you get married.
Iman and Tiana was one of my favorite couples.
I mean, this generation is different, man.
I agree with this right now.
Let it rock a little bit. Let it rock a
That's
little
how I
bit.
feel about Remy and Papoose.
Yeah, Remy
Now, I
and
ain't gonna lie.
Papoose.
I
Come
said, I
on,
don't know
man.
if I want to go get married now.
It ain't even. They don't work.
That's
That's the
true.
conversation.
It don't work.
It
Facts.
don't work no more.
Facts.
It don't work.
You want to be like Neo?
No, that don't work either.
Oh, yeah. I don't
Quality's
know.
messing up the
Most people
audio.
worry
so
about
it's
all the 4 birthdays, 4
I'm
Valentine's.
trying to
That's too
comment.
much.
I know, but you gotta read it on mute, nigga. Like you got audio going at the same time audio, but it's fine.
I agree. It's crazy
both
because
feel-
I
y'all
feel
feel
like
that?
growing up, I used to feel like, how do people get married on impulse?
Y'all both feel
real
that
quick?
way? Like y'all both feel like should marriage is a dub? What
Yeah.
was it?
I
In
got
today's
different
society-
feelings. I just feel like when I was growing up, I used to
Tragic.
feel weird about
Tragic.
people doing it like let's go to Vegas or let's do this. Let's just do it on impulse real quick. But I almost feel like those are the only.
Those are the
That's
ones
the
that
only
last.
way to do it now because you're not thinking about all of that coulda, woulda, shoulda. I feel like in today's world, it's like I'm gonna get married, but if he does this, I know I could do this, so I'm good. It's almost like you're getting married. You gotta have the backing first.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I love you, but
The internet
if
ruined
I don't
that
know
shit.
if I could trust you all the way. So if you go left, I could do this and I'll still be good. All right, cool. We can
But
get
is that-
married.
is that
it's
just-
like going into it the wrong way.
But is
I
that
feel
based
like.
off those people? Like those? That's not everybody. That's just a certain.
I just feel like it's a
demographic.
majority now because I feel like the world now today is more on some like what you could do, what you could take away from getting a divorce. Like I don't even. I mean, and I could be oblivious to it, but I feel like growing up, I don't even remember hearing any of those kind of conversations. Like, you know, if you get a divorce, you split this, or you could do this, or you. And I feel like that's a big talking point in today's world. So it's almost like people are like, I'm almost not ready to get married yet, but I know if it goes wrong, I could still get X, Y, and Z. So come on, let's get married. So
Well,
to
that's
me, it
the
makes
woman's
no sense.
perspective. A
Yeah,
man
it makes
can't think
it
like
makes
that.
no sense. Exact. So to me, it makes no sense to get like. I don't feel like getting married is bad, but I feel like you kind of got it. It got to be you and your partner feeling like, come on, let's do this. Not feeling like, all right, we've been together for 7 years. It's time. I feel like those ways it doesn't work.
Okay, that's.
So
fair.
I'm more like you. I'm more for you can, but I don't feel like people could look at people together not being married as a bad thing in 2025 because it's happening.
I feel like marriage is a beautiful thing. You know, love, unity is a beautiful thing. And it's a shame that we just live in a society where it's like more selfishness. So I feel like selfishness in the internet ruined a lot of shit. Because nobody thinks of community, togetherness. It's all about me.
That's crazy, and that's
So
fact too.
that's where fucking up
I agree.
everything,
I
honestly.
agree.
So marriage in today's world, you can find a selfless person, and if you're a selfless person and you're not operating from a selfish point of view, then marriage can work.
Yo, selfishness and the internet ruin the world might be a fucking bar, bro.
Janine Hamilton said that's sad. Talking about like hearing y'all talk about marriage and whatnot. So
I mean, hey,
Janine, I'm sorry. That's
What's sad about it? That's the truth.
I know
Janine. What's sad about it? If you
it's
still watching,
life.
let us know.
I know Janine.
Okay.
She's not married. So it's like, that's the way the world is.
God,
I'm not even saying it as like
Savagery.
it's
Savagery, nah.
Y'all are making it
That's a
savagery,
Don, that's a
though.
Don,
I'm
that's a
just
Don.
saying in general,
Yo,
like,
Janine, that was a Don.
That's y'all making it that. I'm just saying. I know Janine. That's a
That's
good.
a looking down.
But
Wow.
the reason I say that is because
I
she
said,
might
wow.
be saying that that's sad because it's the truth.
I hope she curses you out.
I mean, that's what y'all, that be what people want, but I'm being real. Like,
that's a fact,
it's
though.
not like
What was
I
the
don't-
fact?
we don't-
What was the fact?
How many people do we have? Like in my life today, right now, the only person that I could literally besides, all right, I got some people that are older, like Coach Wynkoop and people in my life that have stayed married, but my only person that I could look at for like, dang, that works is my peer. It's Tay. So I don't have no older people that I could be like. Yeah, you're on. Damn, that was
The
disrespectful.
fact that he
My
did
grandfather
that is
passed
crazy.
away though, so I wasn't even
No, I was
trying to.
gonna say, hey,
that,
I
you're
get
right.
it.
You're
I
right.
get it.
You're absolutely
You
right.
just gotta think about it, like-
but So to that extent, that's what I'm
Like,
speaking on. No,
Shout out Rob Dassey and Sonny Dassey.
But that's what
What
I'm
the fuck
speaking
you
about.
talking
No, but that's what I'm speaking about in the beginning. When I was younger, it was like that. So now name some
why-
newer.
No,
you just
now
said that
name
your
some
peer.
newer.
You just said that your peer was the one that.
Yeah,
you
but
picked
that
up.
all right.
It's
So
social media, bro.
between my grandparents is 70, almost 80. My peer is 30, 37, 38. Name somebody in the middle.
Your cousin Darius said, "Nah, Jesse. I think he was talking about the Janine shit."
Name somebody in the middle now,
Yeah.
y'all. That's what I'm speaking on.
Beyonce.
You don't know this
Now,
person.
people that we know. That's what I'm saying.
People that we know?
in the
I
middle.
don't
That's
I don't know.
still
I don't
in the
know.
middle. And I'm not speaking it in a bad way. I'm just
Eddie-
saying.
shout
the
out
people
Eddie-
that
shout
we
out Eddie
know.
Millett and his-
Another
and his
peer.
wife.
Another
Yo.
peer. In the middle, I'm saying.
you want-
Social
name
media
somebody in
ruined
the
that,
middle.
bro.
Eddie Millett not my peer. He
But they're my peers. I'm
So,
saying
you
somebody
want
in the
somebody like
middle
50?
of that. Yeah, somebody
Social
40
media-
son that been married this whole time. or-
Social media ruined that with the. Everybody feel like they got all these options.
All right, so then you don't pick a
You
don't pick a quote unquote sheep.
There's no more forgiveness in the relationship. There's no more. You made a mistake. Let's work through this. If
Yes,
you made a
that,
mistake.
yes. That's
You made
what
a
I'm
mistake.
speaking
I'm out of
to.
here because I got options.
Joel said Lauren. I don't know who he's talking about. Lauren, who's Lauren? Joel, you gotta say more than that.
It's you made a mistake.
Mhm.
I post one pic. I'm getting 50 reactions from all these niggas. Da da da. I don't need you, nigga. You made a mistake.
It's
You outta
over.
here.
That's
Ain't
that's
no
what I'm
more. You
That's
made a
what I'm
mistake.
saying.
Let's
It's not
work
a
through this.
it's not a
Let's build
shot.
through this.
That's what 2025 is, bro.
If
It's
you
like
made a
you
mistake,
mess
one
up
and
one
done.
time, it's over.
I
Yes.
got niggas on my
So
line.
we're not
ready.
getting
It
married.
sounds like y'all dating the wrong women.
No, that's the world, bro. And I'm not speaking. I got a girlfriend, so I'm not speaking
Right.
to it
Right.
personally. I'm just saying, like, that's the way the 2025
That's
is.
the mindset.
Because of the internet, it's like, well, this thing, I'ma still be with him, but because he messed up one time already, let me see something better going on, and I might dip out.
But whole time
But that's
you
not.
ain't even got options.
But that I get what you're saying because that is true. But that's a demographic. That's not all women. Really?
It's Kingston.
Really? Really? Deadass?
It's the
Come on
town.
now. You like that walk off?
It's the town. It's this town. Well, I'm speaking to this town. It's this
You gotta
town.
do that shit. Oh, that's so funny. What? That's the, all right, so
It's
y'all
this
talking about the town?
Yes.
All right,
I
the town
gotta
ain't the
go,
world.
but-
You know the town ain't the world. You know that
Nah,
you've
that's
been
a
you've been
fact.
outside the
I
world.
speak
You know the town ain't the
majority.
world.
But
Y'all been outside. You
I'm
been
speaking
outside.
for majority.
All right,
I
I'm
just-
talking about him.
I'm
He's
listen.
the
I
town.
just came
He's
from.
the
The
town.
town is
I
different.
just came from
shit
Charlotte.
is dead.
It's
Yeah,
definitely
they talking about the
but
town.
I just
That's-
came from Charlotte. It's the same things
But that's
happening
still-
here,
there's
so it's like it's not.
There's some
that it's
queens
just-
in the town
it's
too.
the
Shout out
same
to the
thing
queens in
happening
the town.
here.
Like, y'all, the diamonds in the rough.
Queens.
If somebody gonna cook me, they gonna have to tell me 5 or 6 people in the ages of like 40 that have been married since they were like 20 something.
Darius said a regular-
not 41 and now they
You're not
43 and they've been married
Your
for 2
cousin, your
years.
man. I'm sure
Yeah.
I'm sure he's big in you. I'm sure he's on your side. A regular monogamous marriage has as high of a success rate as a coin flip.
So then he.
So he's agreeing. Yeah,
Cool.
that
Okay,
coin flip
good.
was crazy.
Yes.
That coin flip was like that.
And I'm not taking a shot at nobody at
Yeah.
all. I'm just saying, as the masses, is like certain people either ain't married or they're gonna hesitate on getting married because of some of these things we just were talking about.
Right.
Like,
I get it.
I don't know if I could try and meet you, or like, I don't know, or I've been through this 4 times, so let me chill. So it's just not a popular thing in 2025.
Yo, we've been at this for almost 2 hours and a half. Let's call it a day. Quad's gotta get out of here, and like I said, we've been at for 2 hours and a half. If you watched this far, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, give us some feedback. Let us know your opinions, questions, and we'll answer on the next episode. Shout out Jesse Canny,
Right,
Team Cash,
right.
the Team Canny. Quasi's out here doing his own thing, but y'all can eat him up in the comments later. Until next time, peace.